It was a little too much. I usually like anywhere from 2 to 4 ads per ad set. But you can see some were way more profitable than others. Like this one was very profitable, a lot more profitable than this one, right? So you just got to go through and see which ones are better. So like this one, I would turn off. I wouldn't want to run that one. This one I would turn off, too high. But the rest of these are doing good. Look, $80 spent, $333, 4.6 ROAS, super, super strong. $129, $400 brought in, 3 ROAS, super, super strong. So again, when you scale and you find those winning ad sets, you're going to come in and create a CBO campaign, throw 1 to 3 assets in here, and then have your ads in there. Now, how do you create a CBO campaign, you might ask? Well, I'm going to show you. You go to your handy dandy green create button. You're going to do conversions, and you're going to click continue. Now, what you're going to do is at the campaign level, you're going to go ahead and click campaign budget optimization. And here is where you can set your budget. You can do it at 50. You can do it at 100. When you really get big, you can do it at 500. When you really, really, really get big, you can do $5,000 a day. And then what you're going to do once you set your budget, so let's say we're setting our budget for $100, right? Everything else stays the same here. We'll go in, and depending if we want to do 1 or 2 or 3 ad sets, we'll just put in our audiences that we found to work. So let's just say, for example, our Gordon Ramsay audience was our winner. It was consistently bringing in profitable sales, and this is the ad set we want to scale. So now we will go in. We will obviously create our ad, right? Put in the video or picture or whatever ad was working. You will then put it in here. And there's a unique way to do this, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the create an ads section, the ad setup section, and you're going to click use existing post. Now what you're going to do is click select post. You're going to go ahead and filter it. So you filter out of your social media and you'll just go to add posts. And now all of your ads are in here. And this is a beautiful thing because when you select the same post, you can see the likes, comments, and shares actually stay on the video. So that gives you a lot of social proof. So now I want to go find this big winner. I'm going to show you guys what social proof does and how important it is. So once you scroll and you actually find that post that you're looking for, you could actually choose the one that has all of the likes, comments, and shares. So how much better is this ad going to look with 22,000 likes, 3,000 comments, and 5,000 shares? So you'll just go ahead and continue with that one. So not only do you have all this social proof in your new ad set, but you have your CBO, you have your winning ad set, and you have your winning ad. So that is exactly what to do when you find a profitable ad set. You switch it over to CBO, and then you go ahead and you scale that thing to the moon. In this section, I want to talk about a simple trick to scaling your ads. Now, I know there's a bunch of metrics that you can look at, when to kill an ad, when you should increase budget, when you should decrease budget, but just to keep things very, very simple, because again, simple scales, fancy fails. All you really need to know is look at your ROAS, right? Return on ad spend. If your break-even ROAS is, let's just say 1.5, and your ads are consistently generating a 2.0 ROAS, you're in the position to scale. Now, your margins might not be huge and your return on ad spend is not huge, but you're profitable. If you can scale that all the way to $5,000, $10,000, $100,000 a day, for example, I know that's kind of outrageous, but think about it. If you're making 10% on $10,000 per day, that's $1,000 a day in profits. So as you scale, right? As you scale, just pay attention to your ROAS. And you might not necessarily have to look at it on a daily basis like, hey, I'm going to play with this thing up and down, because advertising really should be looked at on a much larger scale, on a broader basis. Right now, we look at our ads on a weekly basis. So if we spend, let's just say $1,000 and it brings in more than $1,400, that ad is profitable. So if we spend $1,000 on a weekly basis and it brings in $2,000, we made profit, even though, let's say, Monday it ran at a 1 ROAS, Tuesday it ran at a 1.4 ROAS, Wednesday it ran at a 2.5 ROAS, Thursday it ran at a 3.5 ROAS, and Friday it ran at a 1 ROAS. Looking at on a weekly scale, we were still profitable because we averaged at least somewhere above our break-even ROAS. So very simple scales, fancy fails. Know your ROAS, calculate your break-even ROAS. And as you continue to spend money on Facebook, as long as you're above your break-even ROAS and you're seeing anywhere above a 2 ROAS, right? I really like the number of a 2 ROAS or more. Your ads are performing great. You can throw more budget on there and you continue scaling and making more money. So just a quick little pro tip. In this section, I want to talk to you about what a lookalike audience is. So Facebook has the ability to create a lookalike audience based on data it receives or data you give it. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You can do this through pixel data, or you can do this through uploading a list like emails. Back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, when you had at least 1,000 emails, you can then provide Facebook that list. They swirl it around, put in their little cotton candy machine, and boom, comes out an audience of 2 million people, 5 million people, 10 million people who are just like the emails you uploaded, right? People who like fishing or like the niche that you're in, and they will create an audience based on that. Now, you can also do that based on pixel data like purchases, add to carts, view content, right? As you start driving traffic to your store, the pixel will gather that data. Now, here's the holdup. With iOS 14, like this is the most recent update. With iOS 14, we've really seen a pause in lookalike audiences. So I'm not going to dive too deep into creating them and how they work. I'll show you briefly what they are. But what's working today, right now in today's environment, we're just using mostly interest-based audience, like 99%. We'll throw in a lookalike here or there, but the lookalike audiences are really not working due to iOS 14 and that update and Apple blocking a lot of the pixel data. So we can hop into the screen share and I'm going to show you what the lookalikes are, how to make them, where you can view them, and all that kind of good jazz. So we're in the audience section of my ad account, and you can see there's a lot of lookalike audiences that have been made. Now, what's going on here, you can see we're testing out tons of different lookalike audiences, but mostly for retargeting purpose, not the old Pixa data like we used to. So let me show you exactly what I mean. When you go here, you click create a lookalike audience. You can select your source, right? We're gonna select my pixel. And now Facebook will tell you how much pixel data they've received. So they've received 1,700 purchases in the last 60 days. So that's still a good amount of data that the pixel got, but it's not all the right data that the pixel should be collecting. And what you could do, you could actually toggle other event value and you can search view content, add to cart, initiate checkout. So if we click on add to cart, you can see there's been 3,800 add to carts. And you can build audiences based on this information. Now, if we just go back to purchases, right, you can now scale it and say, hey, I want an audience that is 4%. You want an audience that is 6%, 10%. And basically what you could do is actually create 10 different audiences, one for 1%, one for 2%, one for 3%, one for 4%, one for 5%, and test the difference between all of these. But like I said, what's working right now is those lookalike audiences really aren't performing the best just because of iOS 14 and all of those issues. So my suggestion for your new ads, just stick with interest-based audiences because those will work the best in today's market. But you could use lookalike audiences for retargeting. And what I'll do is I'll explain retargeting in the very next section. So I will see you guys there. In this section, what I want to go over is the top of funnel, the middle of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, and then after the funnel. You might be thinking, what the heck is a funnel or what am I even talking about? So what I'm talking about is the marketing and sales funnel, right? Think of a funnel, the shape of a funnel. Starts off big, gets smaller, 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 and then it finally goes through. So that's exactly what a marketing funnel is. You have a big top of funnel where a lot of people are. As you go down, it gets smaller. You have the middle of funnel, which is a smaller group. And then you have the bottom of the funnel, which is the smallest group. So let's hop into the slideshow and I'll explain it here a little bit better. So first you have the top of the funnel, right? Awareness, top of the funnel. And what's going to be included in the top of the funnel is people who are cold audiences, so interest-based audiences, people who have never heard of your product or your company. So that is just going to be the most broad ad possible. You want to really let people know about your company, or in this case, you want to let people know about your product. Now, when you step on over to the middle of the funnel, these are people who are warm. They've engaged with a post. They've viewed your page. They've likely commented or liked your post. So this is where retargeting comes into play and building those retargeting audiences, because now these people know who you are and you want to show them a different kind of ad. Next, you have the bottom of the funnel, and this is people who visited specific landing pages, either viewed 75% more of your video, they've added to cart, and they haven't purchased, right? So people who've gone pretty deep into the product, they added their product information, they added their email, they added their phone number, they've watched all your videos, right? These are people who are actively engaged with your product, but they just aren't quite there. They have not purchased for some reason. So in this bottom of the funnel, you have to show them different kinds of ads, maybe ads that answer specific questions like, hey, where's it made? Where does it ship from? What is the shipping time? Or show them customer review videos or UGC, user generated content. And sometimes people just need a little push to get over the hump to then go into after the funnel. Basically, the bottom of the funnel is right here, and that's where they exit. They purchase, right? They purchase, they exit the funnel. Now you're in after the funnel mode. So what after the funnel mode is you're going to have repeat customers through email marketing, and you're going to have sales and text messages and a whole bunch of other things that you're going to send people to start coming back to your store. So now you're just nurturing your current customer base. And like my store returns 20% of its customers, that's where you want to get. You want to get returning customers so you could essentially take that big expense of Facebook marketing, take it out of the way, and just go directly to your customer. That is the whole entire goal of a funnel, is starting off with someone who doesn't know you, driving them all the way down to a purchase, and then eventually having their data, having their contact information, and them becoming a repeat buyer when you're excluding Facebook, excluding that big chunk of marketing costs. Because if you offer someone a 10% discount on a $30 product, you're giving them $3 off. Now, to get that client, you may have spent $10, $15, $20 on Facebook to acquire that customer. So that's where the power of building a really good funnel comes into fruition. I'll give you this really cool example of someone who I used to work with. He actually worked for Grant Cardone, and I don't know why he was there. The dude was literally a millionaire and an e-commerce genius. The product he was selling was ginger oil. So ginger oil helped, I think he said it helped with like your joint pain and some other stuff. But basically what he would do was sell the product for $25. His cost to make it was like literally like $1, like 90 cents. So he has infinite margin, right? His cost of acquisition per customer on Facebook was $21, or it was like $21 to $24. So he was essentially breaking even on the front end, but then what he would do was loop them into a subscription business through email marketing and SMS text messages and say, hey, if you get on a subscription and pay $10 a month, you'll get it basically 50% off. So what did he do? He essentially took Facebook, that big chunk of cost, that $21, $22 cost per acquisition, threw it away, and now is making 10 times on his money, because remember, it only cost him $1. He's selling it to the customer for 10, and he built a huge business by taking Facebook out of the way, building a successful funnel. And I think he said he was doing like $150,000 per day using that sequence. So this was just a quick explanation on what the funnel is, how to use retargeting ads, and what you should be thinking with. So just to continue on with this funnel talk, right, I want to show you some of the ads we have set up. So you can see we have some top of funnel stuff set up, and we have some bottom of the funnel set up. We do occasionally do some middle of the funnel stuff, but most importantly, what I like to think of it is, hey, you're going to show your ads and they're going to go to random people. That's top of funnel. And then people who you retarget are typically your bottom of funnel. The middle funnel is kind of this gray area. You can add it in there, but the way I like to look at it is people who don't know you, people who know you. Show people who don't know you specific ads. Show people who do know you different type of ads. And it can go vice versa, right? And you're not going to know unless you test either way. But as you can see right here, right, we have a couple different kinds. So I'll show you what the top of funnel campaign looks like. right? Top of funnel is much more broad. And here you can see we're just testing out a bunch of new audiences with a bunch of creatives, right? Different kinds of ads, going back and forth from ads that work, some new ads. And now let's hop back into the campaign level, and then I'll show you what some of the bottom of funnel stuff looks like. So bottom of funnel typically is a lot more simple than top of funnel, right? So here you can see we've got, in the campaign, we've only got one ad set with a small budget. And the audience includes people who've added to cart on our pixel in the last 90 days, people who haven't purchased all time, and people who viewed the product but didn't purchase. So you can see clearly two different types of targeting. The cold audience, top of funnel, is people who don't know us, new audiences. The bottom of the funnel is people who do know us, have engaged with us, they're on our list, they just haven't purchased yet. Let's look at the ads that we're running. So the type of ads we're running is we're testing out some new copy, right, that we're testing in the top of funnel, but then we have some user-generated content from a few guys, right, just showing testimonial videos, people actually using the line, saying how much they love it. You don't have to look at top of funnel and bottom of funnel so black and white. It's just another way to increase your marketing ability. For the first couple years, I think I only did regular ads. I never did any sort of retargeting. But again, these are trial and errors that I had to learn, but I'm just giving you the secret sauce of what works now. So definitely implement retargeting into your ads once they catch steam, and once you're starting to scale some stuff and you're spending more money, throw some retargeting and bottom of funnel ads in there. You'll see some really good results. So this section is all about retargeting. And you may be asking, Ryan, what the heck is retargeting? So I want you to think for a second. Have you ever been scrolling on Instagram, or you engaged with someone's profile, right? You clicked a link in their bio, you clicked on a product, or you visited some sort of page, and then you go an hour later and boom, the first ad you see is them showing you an ad again, that same person. So for example, right, if you go to beyondbraid.com and you click around and look at some products, or you visit our Beyond Braid Instagram or Facebook page, I guarantee you over the next few hours, you're going to start seeing some Beyond Braids ads. And you might be thinking, just like everyone else, although I may think this might be true, and I'm just kidding, but I always used to think Facebook was listening to me, right? They had a microphone and they're listening, which I don't know, maybe it's not true, whatever. But you know what I mean. But essentially what retargeting does and what it allows you to do as an advertiser is when someone watches a certain percentage of your video, someone engages with your ad, if someone clicks on a link, you can then create an audience and group those people in an audience and show those people more ads. There's a statistic. It takes anywhere from 5 to 12 touches, right? When I say a touch or an impression, someone seeing your ad or seeing your website or seeing your product, takes 5 to 12 times on average for them to purchase. So this is why retargeting is so crucial, and why showing multiple ads to people to build trust with them will eventually lead to your success. So I'll show you how to actually build these retargeting ads. And there's also a stat that retargeting ads are typically the most profitable dollar for dollar ads that you can make. So where a normal ad, if you're seeing 2 to 2.5x ROAS, with retargeting ads on our end, we've seen 3, 4, 5x ROAS with a much lower budget, because again, this is a much warmer audience. It's not a cold traffic audience. So when you show an ad to a brand new interest-based audience, like a broad audience, let's say you're selling makeup tools and you're showing it to a L'Oreal audience, that's a cold traffic audience. These are people who are seeing your ad for the first time. So that's considered top of funnel. Right, middle of funnel is people who may have seen your ad before, they've engaged, they clicked on your product, and bottom funnel is people who are red hot, who should be ready to purchase, who've seen your stuff a lot. I'll go over top, middle, and bottom funnel in the next video, but this is where retargeting starts to come in, and this is where the whole loop starts to circle. So let's hop into the screen share and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here we are in my Beyond Braid ad account, and you can see we've got multiple audiences built out. And what we're doing, like here, for example, take this first one, AWV 90 days. What this stands for is all website visitors in the last 90 days. And you can see we've created the audience, and there's 30 to 32,000 people who we can now show ads to. So those are hot people, right? People who visit our website, those are warm to hot people because they've gone to our website, they've seen our product. So if we can show them more ads and get them to overcome objections that they might be having from not have purchased, this is where this retargeting is going to come into effect. If you keep scrolling through this Beyond Braid Via opt-in, Via is the text messaging SMS platform that I use. And you can see we have 2,300 people. So people who've opted into our text messages, I can then upload this list to Facebook like I have and show them some different ads, whether they're retargeting ads, new product ads. This is how you create another layer of depth in your marketing to show people who may or may not have purchased before and show existing and new products as well. So let's continue to look through it. Here's another retargeting audience that we've created. So IGPPE, basically you can see everyone who engaged with your professional account. So in the last 180 days, we've seen 200 to 213,000 people engage with our Instagram account. So even if they were scrolling through Instagram Reels or they were scrolling through stories and our video just happened to pop up and they clicked on our profile or liked our post or commented on our post, we can now take that data, upload it to Facebook, and show them some more ads, right? So this is retargeting. They are no longer a cold customer because they came across our Instagram page, so they know exactly who we are. So now we can make a specific type of ad saying, hey, I saw you checking out our Instagram page. Why don't you come back and look at our super cool product? Something along those lines. Wait. Before you skip this ad, you went to beyondbraid.com, you added an item to your cart, and you didn't check out. Guys, click the link below. Next, we have a general retargeting for the last 30 days. So what this is, it includes people who have visited our website, beyondbraid.com, over the last 30 days. And you can see that audience is anywhere from 17 to 18,000 people. Now, that's just general people who visited the website, again, who've maybe gone through our products, clicked on a product link, saw an ad, and we're putting them and categorizing them in a specific audience so we can show them a certain type of ad. So here are actually 3 more types of audiences, and these are all synced from our email marketing platform called Klaviyo. So this is people who viewed a product but didn't purchase. There's 3,200 people who opened up our email, clicked on the product in the email, but didn't purchase, right? So we group them into an audience, and there are 3,000 people. So we could either resend them an email or serve them up some different kinds of ads. Now here's Klaviyo non-purchasers all time. So this is people who have not purchased ever from us on our email list, and that's 28 to 30,000 people. You might say, wow, Ryan, that's a lot of people who haven't purchased, but I look at that as an opportunity because we can keep sending them emails, we can keep sending them text messages, we can keep showing them ads until they do purchase. That's the beauty about using retargeting, is these people already know who we are. We just got to show them the right type of ad or the right type of video or the right type of objection handler to get them to purchase. So now you know exactly what retargeting is. Let me show you exactly how to build one. So what you're going to do is you're going to come all the way up here to create audience. Now what you can do is create a custom audience. Now Facebook will give you the opportunity to choose a custom audience source. Now if you click website, right, that's going to deal with the pixel data. If you have a customer list, right, you've built a customer list of, let's say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 emails, you can then upload that email list directly here and target those people specifically. Now, right now, the ones that are working the best are the Facebook sources, right? So video views, people who have viewed your shop, people who have viewed your Instagram account, people who like your Facebook page. So let's just click video. So once you hop in here, you can see all of these options that Facebook gives you. People who viewed at least 3 seconds of your video, people who viewed 10 seconds, people who either completed or viewed at least 15 seconds of your video. People have viewed 25, 50, 75, and 90% of your video. So you could actually separate these into each of their own audiences and break it down and show them different kind of ads or the same ads and see which one works the best. Hey, do people who've watched 3 seconds or people who watch my whole video going to be more interested? What I found in the past is the more video that they watch, generally the more interested they are in your product. So for this sake, let's just click people who viewed at least 3 seconds. Now, what retention means, you can see it says the number of days people will remain in your audience after they engage with your content. So here it suggests 365. I like taking this down to 180 days. Now we're going to name the audience video views 3 seconds. Description, we can put NA. And you can see you can't advance because they're asking you to choose the video. So you'll go ahead and click this choose video. And it's going to ask you where exactly you want to choose the video from. So we're going to go ahead and choose Beyond Braid. And you can see there's a whole bunch of videos here. So right here, you can toggle between a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a campaign, or just target it by the video ID. I'm going to try Instagram business profile because that's where we actually post most of our videos. And you can see we have pages and pages and pages and pages of videos, some that do better than others. Like this one has 409 views. But when we scroll over to here, this one has 2,000 views. This one has 3,000 views. Let's see if we can find one with some more views. So look, this one has 27,000 views. So this one is going to be a great candidate to retarget. So now we have our video selected. We have how many seconds or what percentage we want to target. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and create the audience. And now it gives you the option to either create a lookalike audience or create an ad. But what I like to do is you got to let this populate. So right now you see it's populating. It does take a few hours up to a day or two to create that audience in full. So go ahead and let that audience populate. You don't want to create an ad right away. Let it chill for like a few hours or a day or two. Come back, and that's when you'll make your ad. So this is just one way to retarget. And again, you can do multiple forms of retargeting. Let's go ahead and do another one. So let's go ahead and make another retargeting audience. That way you guys can just get the hang of this. For this time, let's do it from our website activity, right? The pixel activity. So here you can see here is the pixel. And what you could do is actually sort through this. So you can do people who've visited specific web pages. So if you have a specific product page, right, you can enter that in here, right? It'll ask you for the link. You could do specific website visitors. You could do page view. You could do view content, add to cart, and you could even stack them, right? So here I like to do put at least 180 days. You want to include people who have been engaging with your stuff for the past 180 days. And here you can include or exclude. So for retargeting ads, what I like to do is click exclude. And the people you're going to exclude is people who've already purchased. Because if people have already purchased, you don't want to continue to show them ads. So essentially, this audience is going to be people who've added to cart, but who have not purchased yet. And that's what we'll name it. Add to cart, no purchase. And then we'll go ahead and create that audience. We'll click done. And then again, it says the audience is ready, but it still is populating. I know there's probably more than that. So now you know what retargeting is. Again, retargeting ads generally have the most profitable return on investment, but you need to be running cold traffic ads in order to actually retarget people. So retargeting is awesome. You definitely have to include it in your marketing funnel. So with that being said, let's move on to the next video. All right, guys, so we're now back in Ads Manager, and what I really want to show you is what does a good ad look like? You may have never seen a Facebook ad, you may have never seen the creation or never even thought of Facebook ads in that way, but I want to start off by just showing you what do some good Facebook ads look like. So I'm gonna hop over to my account. This is my Braided Line Company's ad account, and I'm just gonna show you a couple of these ads, right? So we'll go over here to edit, and I'm gonna show you kind of what does a good ad look like. Here you can see the ad is populated, right? This is a very, very simple layout of what a simple ad should look like. So Beyond Braid is a super strong, ultra smooth, and abrasion resistant line. Everything you need to catch that next monster. Get it on sale. So this copy isn't as important as the headline. The headline is super, super important. So new super line that blends in with the water equals more fish, right? In a fishing line company, what is the end goal? What does the customer want? They want to catch more fish, right? They're fishermen. They want to make sure they have a reliable fishing line, and they want to catch more fish. So I'll go ahead and I'll play this little video for you.
What's going on, guys? It's Ryan with Beyond Braid. Today, I just want to show you this blue camo braid. So our Beyond Braid, it's an ultra strong, super smooth braided fishing line that comes in awesome colors like this blue camo. Not only does it help you cast much further, you can pull much harder. It's super smooth and it's got this awesome color pattern that changes colors so the fish cannot see it coming. So if you want to try our Beyond Braid, get it by clicking the link below. 60% off only at beyondbraid.com. It's the only place you're gonna find it. Click below.
So that was a quick, 15-20 second video. All I did was show them the product. I did some B-roll. What B-roll is, it's just while you're talking, you have some other clips playing, and that's it. Right, very simple, just talking about the product, nothing professionally done. It's just my girlfriend, as you can see, just filming me at the beach. Very, very simple. The link, the shop now button goes over to my website and it goes over directly to my landing page. Now, this ad, I know for a fact, has probably done maybe $300,000, $400,000 in sales. So something very, very simply put together. I'm going to show you another example, right? This is a classic one of my ads. Again, same simple ad copy with a different variation of the headline, similar but a little bit different. And I'll play this one. This ad I've been running literally for 2 years, guys. 2 years, this same video. And this is probably one of the more fancier ones I produced, but it's still super, super simple. So I'll go ahead and play it for you.
Today I'm here to talk to you about our new Beyond Braid camo braided fishing line. Today we have blue camo and we have moss camo. Now what makes this line so unique is the way that it's colored. It blends into any type of water condition, whether it's clear blue water or dark brownish water. We have the right spools for you. This line is extremely strong, it's reliable, it lasts much longer, it'll help you cast much further, and it's what you can really depend on to catch your next big game fish. Whether you fish for 200-pound tarpon or 2-pound bass, right? We have the right line for you. Beyond Braid blue camo, Beyond Braid moss camo, it'll help you catch more fish. That's our goal. We want to help you catch more fish. Click the link above or below this post to get your 60% off.
So you can see similar style video, me just sitting here talking about the product. I got the product displayed, did some B-roll, saw some of the overlay shots. So you can see, look, it's got what is called social proof right here. It's got 4,600 comments, 5,000 plus shares, and a whole bunch of likes. I think it has like 50-something thousand likes. I think this video alone has something like 3 or 4 million views. So I spent a lot of money on pushing this ad out, and it converts. It's done extremely, extremely well. And you can see it's a very, very simple video. So I'm just looking to see if there's any other versions. We're testing out some still images right now. These are simply just tests. We haven't done images in a really, really long time. These are a little bit more edited, a little bit more fancy. But again, it doesn't have to be fancy at all. So now that you've seen what a simple ad looks like, I'm going to show you this professionally produced video that I actually made as a video ad. And this video ad did not do good at all. It completely flopped compared to my simple videos. So let me click play for you so you can watch what a professional video is. You'll see how good it is and how good it looks, but it flopped as an ad, and I'll explain why in a second. So that was a sick, I love that ad, or I love that video. I don't love it as an ad. I think it's a really, really cool video. You can see it's got, we filmed this with a $30,000 camera. My buddy's got a hookup, right? But super cool, right? I thought this would do amazing as an ad. But the first thing, when you're scrolling on Instagram, right? People have a very short attention span on Instagram and Facebook. As soon as they see something like this with the music, right, the high quality shot, immediately the first response is ad. So what do? They scroll, right? So you want to get something that doesn't scream ad. This screams promotion. This screams, hey, I'm an ad. Watch me. Look how professionally produced I am. And on social media ads like Facebook and Instagram, those don't work the best all the time. Sometimes it's that native type of ad that works. So again, this is I just wanted to show you the difference between a professionally produced video for an ad and a regular type of kind of selfie video, or it's called native advertising, something that blends in, doesn't look professional. Those work very, very well. And now what I want to do is hop into Facebook really quick and show you a awesome tool where you can find more quality ads. And I'll show you that in the next video. Front of Facebook, I'm going to show you this unique feature of Facebook that allows you to actually look at your competitors and see the ads they're running. I mean, when I found this out, it's crazy. This pulls back all the curtains and does something pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, right, we're focusing on knives for building our business in our example. So the Cooking Guild is, I know, direct competition. So let's go to the Cooking Guild. And I want to show you this feature. It's called the page transparency feature. So first of all, you can type in the Cooking Guild and you could see their ads pop up. So you can actually type in and filter it for videos. But to go a step further, I'm going to show you. So you can see, look, they got a very clean page, clean branding, clean products. I love what they do. This unique tool I'm going to show you is going to give you direct access to their ads and see the ads that they're making. So you scroll down and you see this page transparency feature. What you're going to do is you're going to click See All. And this is Facebook's mandatory feature for all businesses. They have to show you what advertisements they're running. So it gives you some information on the page, like people who manage this page. They're in Australia, the Philippines, the United Kingdom, and it'll tell you ads from this page. This page is currently running ads. And any business page that is running ads, you can't hide. Like this is what it is. And you can see this business is not that old, 2019. So it's 2 years old as of 2021. So what you're going to do is you're going to click Go to Ads Library. Now watch this. This is absolutely mind-blowing, where you can literally spy on your competitors and see what they're doing. And this is a company I know is profitable. They got a lot of followers. They make a lot of money. So you literally can see, at launched October 2021, you can see all of the ads they're running. You can see they're running a Halloween sale, and you can even watch the video. You can see this is just a video, no sound, just product features, quick cuts. That's another style of video we'll talk about. But this is just to show you that you can literally see ads other companies are running. You can directly spy on your competition. These people have been running this ad since July 30th. That's 3 months. We're in October. So you know this ad is probably working. If it's been running that long, that means it's profitable. They're able to pay and keep those ads running. Look, this has been running since September, and you can see how many ads they're running. Like, look how many ads this company's running. And you can see what kind of copy they use. You can see the engagement. You can see the pictures. You can even see, hey, where does it go, right? You can see their landing page and see all of the photos and graphics that they're using. So you can literally spy on your competition. Look how many ads. Like, you can just, I'm scrolling pretty fast through this. So this company's running a lot of ads. And as you just scroll through this, you could do this literally with any single company, right? Let's see, Goli gummies. Goli is those apple cider vinegar gummies, and people go crazy over them, right? But I guarantee you Goli is running a bunch of ads. So you go to page transparency. You can see how big this company is. They have 50 people in the Philippines, 30 people in Canada, and 7 people in the United States. And of course, this page is running ads. So you could go to their ad library. This is a professional company, so you could see what some professional ads look like. And you could see very simple native advertising, nothing super professional just yet. A lot of it is just customer videos, customer tutorials, customer review videos. Just look.
I feel like I can really just enjoy the moment, enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy who I'm doing.
You see what I mean? So there's all different types of ads. So I want you to go through as an exercise, look up your favorite companies, look up your competition, who you might want to model, and see what kind of ads they're running. Go to their page transparency and just look through it. Like it's not a secret anymore. Back in the day, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, it used to be a secret. Even a couple years ago, it used to be a secret, right? Your ads were the secret sauce, but no, all this stuff is public information. And look, you can literally just scroll through it, whether it's pictures, images. You can see they use a lot of emojis. Their copy is pretty decently long. Win a free bottle. I'm free. Free is a very powerful word to get people to click, because people love free stuff, right? So this was just a pretty quick way to spy on your competition and see what they're doing, see what's working, see what's not. What I suggest, again, if you see things that are running for a long time, like you see things that have been launched a few months ago, those ads are working the best. These could be just a bunch of ads they're testing. So go through as an exercise, type in your competition. If you're in the beauty niche, go look up L'Oreal or Ulta Beauty. If you're in the dog niche, go look up Purina, go look up Chewy, and see what they're doing. See what ads they're running and what's currently working. And it'll give you a better idea of what you should include in your ads and what you might want to put in the copy, or what might you want to put in the headline, what kind of videos are working best. So page transparency, awesome feature to check out. See you guys in the next video. In this section, I'm going to teach you and show you how to verify your domain on Facebook and Ads Manager. This is very, very important to be able to send data to and from Facebook in results for your advertising campaigns. So let's hop into the computer and I'll show you exactly how to do this. So what you're going to want to do is come over to your business settings. If you're not here, you can go to Ads Manager. Always click these 3 little lines and come over to business settings. Once you're in business settings, you're going to come over to brand safety and then domains. Now, what you're going to do is click add domain. Since this is an example, we will do ryanknives.com. You'll click add. And all you have to simply do is follow the steps, which are very, very simple. So all you have to do is copy this line of code. Now you're going to come back over to Shopify store. You're going to go to online store. You're going to go to actions and then go edit code. Now, I know this seems a little bit scary. Editing code is always pretty scary, but don't worry. And now all you simply have to do is come over to Theme Liquid. This is the main coding for your entire website. You'll go ahead and click Theme Liquid. And on the right-hand side, what you're going to do is come over and type in head, right? Because you need to enter in the code where it says head, right? That's what the instruction said. So copy this between head and head. So now you'll copy this to your clipboard. Computer's freaking out a little bit. Copy this to your clipboard. You'll come over to the top of your page, which is head. We typed it in. It was right here at the top. You'll come here, and then you'll click enter, and then you'll click paste. All you got to do is click save now. Facebook will do its little thing. It says after you've published the home page, confirm meta tag is visible by visiting ryanknives.com. You don't need to do this. We did that for sure. And then all you'll do is click verify domain. And it says, note, it may take up to 72 hours for Facebook to find the meta tag. If the domain status is still not verified, you'll need to click verify domain again and confirm the meta tag is listed in the scrape results, yada, yada, yada. So the steps I showed you is going to work to verify your domain. Now, it has to be the domain you purchased through Shopify. So Ryan Knives Co. is the domain that we purchased. That is the domain name that you have to verify in your business manager in order for your Facebook ads to work correctly and get the data from your purchases, added carts, link clicks, all that good stuff. You need to verify your domain in order for Facebook to most accurately present you the results. So quick section, but very, very important. In the next section, I'm going to show you which events you need to prioritize, meaning purchase, added cart, link clicks. And those events are the ones that you most need to see data-wise in order to correctly view your ads and scale your ads. So without further ado, on to the next section. All right, in this section, I'm going to teach you how to prioritize what events you want for your ads manager and your Facebook ad account. And what does prioritizing events mean? Essentially, you're going to rank these from 1 through 8, which are most important to you. Now, for us, the most important is purchases, right? That's the number one event or trigger we want Facebook to look out for and target. So you have purchase, you have add to cart, you have view content, you have initiate checkout, you have a whole bunch of others, but those are the top 4 that you want, with purchases being number 1, view content number 2, add to cart number 3, and initiate checkout number 4. Now we're going to hop into the computer and I'll show you exactly how to do this. So you're going to come over to your ads manager, your business manager. You're going to click the 3 little lines and you're going to click events manager. That's where we need to go. So now that we're in events manager, you're going to take the pixel, which is on here to the left. You're going to come down here and click aggregated measurement events, and then you're going to click manage events. Now you're going to have to put your domain there, and you're going to have to verify your domain, which we did last video. You'll click here, and then you'll click manage events. And you can see I have highest priority and then lowest priority. So I just got a little warning that says I cannot manage my events or else it's going to mess up what I got going on. But essentially what you're going to do is click manage events. And then on the next page, you'll prioritize them just like this: purchase, add payment info, initiate checkout, add to cart. And then you'll go ahead and have that set up. But what I'm going to do next for you guys, just in case this isn't clear, because all this mumbo jumbo obviously changes all the time, I'm going to include another video that I found that explains it pretty simple and pretty straightforward as well. So without further ado, let's jump into that video as well.
Go to Events Manager. Click on the pixel you want to use. Under Aggregated Event Measurement, select Manage Events. Read through the introduction screens and click Next. Find the domain you want to configure the events for. Click Verify Domain. If you have already verified the domain, you can skip to the next step. Click Manage Events. Keep in mind that you can configure 8 conversion events at most. Select your pixel or custom conversion under Pixel/Custom Conversion. Choose the event you want to configure under Event Name. Drag and drop your events from highest priority at the top to lowest priority at the bottom. We highly suggest that you put Purchase event as the highest priority, that is, on the top of the list. Once you're done, click Submit, then Confirm.
So as you can see, it was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You have to do this in order to have Facebook correctly look for purchases, add to carts, link clicks, all that kind of good stuff, and send your data back to your ads manager from your store. So if you want the correct data to come through, you got to do this step. I know this stuff is all kind of boring, but you got to get it done. Verify your domain, set up your purchase events or your events in your events manager, and you'll be good to go. See you guys in the next section. All right, guys. So now that we've gotten our ads manager set up, we've gotten our ad account all good to go. We've gotten it connected to our Shopify store. We got the pixel installed. I'm just making this little quick interrupter to kind of bring up some key points. So marketing and Facebook ads are by far, I think, the most important part of this entire business model. So I really want you to pay attention, rewatch these videos in the next section if you need to, but this is the bread and butter, and this is the key to having a successful drop shipping or e-commerce business. Like Facebook ads, marketing, knowing how to test different audiences, knowing how to test different ad creatives, knowing how to test different campaigns. Like, this is the secret sauce. If you're good at this, you'll be able to run an online business for a really, really long time. So there's a couple key metrics that we're going to go over. How to create audiences. Audiences are created in Facebook. Those are who your ads are going to reach, right? Your target audience. So for example, with the knives, our target audience, we want to look for people who enjoy cooking, people who like knives, people who are going to use knives, people who watch cooking shows, people who follow Gordon Ramsay because he's a chef. So I'm going to teach you how to build a really, really good audience and a really narrow audience that we are reaching the correct people, because you don't want to show chef knife ads to people who like dogs. It's just they're not related in any way. So that's one section, building audiences. 2, I'm going to teach you how to actually film and create really, really good ads, because the days of just posting an image and running it to an audience, those are far, far gone. You need to have really compelling videos. They don't have to be super fancy. You just need to know what to say, how to say it, how long the videos need to be. So we'll go through a video making tutorial. That way you really get an in-depth feel of how these ads should look. I'll show you what ads I use for my actual business and how simple they are. I've spent $500 to $1,000 on, actually more. I've spent a couple $1,000s on certain videos that are meant to be produced for Facebook ads, and they completely flop. Not all the time, but most of the time, very professionally produced videos flop. The videos that always do best are the ones I either make with my phone, just doing a selfie, or I tell my girlfriend, hey, quickly film me. I'm just going to talk about my product really quick and say, hey guys, it's Ryan with this business. I want to present to you this product. It's got these features. Click the link below this post, get it on sale today. It's literally as simple as that to make a really, really good ad. So I'll teach you how to make video ads that convert, who to show them to, how to make them look good, and basically how to create a really, really enticing ad that's going to convert. So one of the key things when testing ads is, say you have a campaign that's not successful, right? In the early stages of a business, you don't know whether it's your audience, you don't know whether it's your ad copy, meaning the text you put in the ad, you don't know if it's your ad video or your ad image that sucks, or it could be the product, right? The product might be good. So all of these things, it's going to involve a lot of testing, a lot of trial and error. I think there's a stat out there, like 85% of the ads you make will fail. And I think that's true. Like I briefly showed you my ad account earlier, and if I didn't do it, I'll do it in a future section. But most ads you create will fail. So have that expectation. I know it's kind of shitty to say, but have that expectation is, hey, this ad's probably not going to work. It's all about testing, testing, testing. And we're not testing with huge budgets here. We're going to start off at $5 a day. Those are just some of the key points I want to have you listening to and have in your mind while moving forward. Is we're going to make videos. We're going to test audience. There's going to be a lot of trial and error. And the biggest thing I want to talk about is just testing, right? You're going to have to test different products, test different audiences, test different videos, different images, different price points. I was testing a single product and I couldn't get it to sell. And what I ended up doing was raising the price of the product, and I ended up starting to sell it. So brief interrupter. I wanted you to see my pretty face moving forward. I know you've been looking at a lot of screen shares, but keep pushing hard, keep grinding through the videos. I promise it's all going to be worth it. So I'll see you in the next section. In this section, I want to share with you this quick little hack that if I would have learned just a little bit sooner, a year, 2, maybe 3 years sooner into my e-commerce career, it probably would have made me an extra $50,000 to $80,000. And it's super simple. You're probably overthinking this, but without further ado, it's getting one of these. Focus, come on, focus. What is this? This is the Capital One Business Spark Card. What this does and what's unique about it is it's a 2% cash back card. So you get 2% cash back on all of your purchases. Now, this is the Spark Business Card. You can get any cash back card. So for example, I have this neat Wells Fargo 2% cash back card for personal use. I have another, let me grab it if it's here. This is the Citi Double Cash Card. So I'm a little bit of a credit card freak, so I got 10 credit cards in front of me. But these are 3 2% cashback cards. Now, what's interesting about this little fact is you should put all of your expenses on cashback cards. Now, when I first started in e-commerce, I used an ordinary debit card. I didn't use a credit card. I didn't build any credit probably for the first 3 years. Let me just show you here. I'm recording my screen. Let me just show you exactly what I mean. We're going to hop over to Capital One. We're signing into my Capital One account. Now I'm just going to show you. This is just probably for, I got this Capital One Spark card probably a year and a half ago. So I have a little balance of $23,000 that I actually paid, but we're going to come over here to this little section called Rewards Cash. And as you can see, my cash back rewards is $30,600. $30,600. That's basically free money. Now, all I do is take my Facebook ads, my Instagram ads, my Google ads, my Amazon PPC ads, my Walmart ads, any ads or expense that I can take, I put it on this card. If I have to pay a vendor, let's say like an ad agency or a photography company, or for some reason I have to pay someone, I'm going to use that credit card. If I could possibly pay for my cost of goods with my credit card, I would. At this point, my business is a little too big where I have to send wire transfers. But for e-commerce in the beginning and drop shipping, when you're first starting, you can buy products on AliExpress with a credit card. So let's hop back in here. Let me show you something. So look, every single purchase that I make, I'm putting on this freaking credit card. So UPS, Facebook, $7 back. My 3PL, third-party fulfillment system, $326. That's free money, guys. I have to pay this bill anyways, whether I stroke a check or I swipe the credit card, I have to pay. That's 2% money back in my pocket. That's $320. Another $10 from Google, another $10 from Google. 6, 8, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, and it just adds up over time. Like, look, you can see this is just in the span of a few days that these charges just rack up. So again, this is just a quick little e-commerce hack. If you don't qualify for a business credit card, you can go to Wells Fargo and get the Wells Fargo 2% cash back, and it works exactly the same. You get the Citi double cash card, again, another 2% cash back card, and I'm sure there's another few that I'm missing, but the point is, you're gonna spend the money for this business anyways. Might as well earn an extra 2% profit on your company. Let's say your company is generating 10% profit on $1 million. That's $100,000. Now, if you added that extra 2%, that's a 12% profit. That's $120,000 for the year. So it makes a big difference. So again, any expenses you have, whether it's your Facebook ads, whether it's your cost of goods through AliExpress or below, whether you're paying someone to take product shots, you're hiring an ad agency, pay everybody with a 2% cashback card, and you'll see some upside. Again, this $30,000, I've taken a few thousand here and there, so I think this $30,000 is probably built up for about a year. And so again, that's just a quick little e-commerce hack that I wish I learned sooner rather than later. I mean, I'm glad I learned it here in the past couple of years, but if I would have implemented it another 3 years before that, I probably would have made an extra $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 cash in my pocket, and that's not chump change. That's a lot of money. So take my advice, go get some sort of 2% cashback card. On to the next section. All right, guys, so in this section, we're going to be talking about how to film your very own commercial and how to film your very own ad for Facebook. Now, my most successful ads have always been something that I film myself. Even when I outsource to professional filmmakers, like I have a buddy who's really good at making videos, not necessarily advertisements, but videos. I paid him a lot of money and the ad flopped. Now, when I take my iPhone and I simply shoot a selfie video or simple shots with my phone, it looks more native. It looks like a real ad. So step number one, you obviously have to go out and buy your product, whether you order it from your supplier on AliExpress or you go to Amazon and find the same product. Get the product in your hand. That way you're actually able to make video ads yourself, take pictures yourself. This will make the world of a difference, trust me. So what I'm actually gonna do in this video section is I'm gonna edit in a video that I made, or the process of making a video ad. I got a knife, I ordered it directly from the supplier, said, hey, I'd like a sample. I paid a little bit extra for them to ship it super fast, so it got to my house in like 7 days from China. I paid like $30 for the sample, and it's so worth it. So what I'm gonna do in the next clip, I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm in my girlfriend's house. There's not a staged background. I'm in an ordinary kitchen, and things like that tend to work better for ads. You don't want it to look too professional. So you'll see all I did was say, hey guys, this is what I'm doing with my knife. You show the knife in action, a couple cuts this way, a couple cuts this way, show some product features, and then a simple call to action. So every video should have 3 things. Number one, you should always talk about at least 3 to 5 product features of your product. So our knife, you'll see in the next section, it has 3 to 4 product features that I talk about. Number two, you want to show the product in action. So a knife is perfect, right? You can cut things, you can slice things, you can chop things. Perfect to show the knife or the product in action. If you're using makeup tools, show someone or show yourself putting on the makeup with your makeup tool and how wide it spreads, something like that. With my fishing line, what I always do is I always show it, hey, I'm putting it on the fishing reel, I'm casting, I'm reeling in, I'm catching a fish, right? I'm showing the product in action. So we got product features, show the product in action, and most importantly, you need to have a call to action at the end of the video. So have yourself say, hey, if you guys want to get this, click the link below, get it on sale. Or, hey, there's going to be a link somewhere above or below this post, click it and you can get it on our website, yada, yada, yada.com. So product features, show the product in action, and a call to action. Those are the three most important things. And in the next clip, I'm going to show you just a couple minute clips of me talking about what I'm going to do for the video, and I'll show you the angles we do, and then I'll show you exactly how I edit the videos in Final Cut. Now, Final Cut Pro is an editing software. If you have a Mac, your Mac comes with iMovie. iMovie and Final Cut Pro are virtually the same thing. I bought Final Cut Pro thinking it was going to make me so much better at editing, when in reality, I am not a good editor. I paid $300 for Final Cut Pro for no reason, because the same features I use in iMovie are the same ones I'm using in Final Cut. So you can definitely do this for free in a free editing software. I'll show you how I edit it, how simple it has to be. You guys might think ads have to be super crazy, but no, you really don't even need music. You don't even need text in the ads. It's just simple, clean, easy, quick cuts, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So start thinking of ideas of how you can frame your product in an advertisement. Think of some product features, write them down, make a tiny little script. That way it's easy for you to follow. Like, I've done this a million times, so it's easy for me to just get in front of a camera and wing it. But if you need to, write down 5 product features and practice. Like for my fishing line, watch this, ready? It casts further, it lasts longer. It blends into the water conditions so the fish can't see it coming. It's super strong, ultra smooth, and abrasion resistant. Right? I can literally name those off the top of my head because I've said those lines hundreds of times making ads, because I've made so many different ads and videos. So start planning ahead, get your product features, get your thoughts of how you're going to show the product in action, and get your call to action ready. So we'll see you in the next video. So I want to give you guys a little pro tip here. So for these ads that you're going to create, you're going to do it yourself. You're going to be in front of the camera, or you can find a friend to be in front of the camera, but don't be afraid. It's going to come with practice and getting better in front of a camera and getting comfortable. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is about is when you identify the product you want to sell, I want you to go out and buy the product so you can actually use it for the video. What I mean is, we're selling that big Serbian knife. What did I do? I got a big Serbian knife. So the exact knife that is on our website that we're selling, I went out and got so I can make video ads with the actual product. You want to have the product in your hand because it basically makes your ad seem a lot more legit, right? Your customers can see the actual product in the video. You can get a feel for your own product. So there's a few ways that you can go about getting the actual product. You could either go to Amazon and see if it's on Prime, get it in a day or two, right? Just pay the little bit of extra money to get it faster. And I'm sure whatever product you're going to find on e-commerce, someone else is probably selling it out there somewhere so you can get it faster. You can order it directly from the supplier and ask them to do express shipping. You'll pay a little bit extra, but you'll get it in 3, 4, 5 days. You can buy it from other websites. So the biggest thing is get your product in your hand so you could actually make the videos with it. You could actually take pictures yourself. You can actually know what you're doing and what the product actually is and get a tangible feel for it. Back in the day, I made a huge rookie mistake. I was drop shipping a product for so long and I had never ordered samples for myself to see what it actually was, what it felt like, how it actually worked. And when I actually decided, hey, let me buy some samples, I'm gonna make some videos with it. I'm talking about this was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Like 4 years ago. I don't know why I said 2, 3, 4 years. It was 4 years ago when I did this. The first ad that I made with the product in my hand, it was literally a headshot video just like this. I had the fishing line in my hand and I said, hey guys, this is our new fishing line that we just launched. It comes in this color, this color. Let's put it on my fishing rod real quick. I grabbed my fishing rod. Here we are spooling it up. It's awesome fishing line. You guys should get it. And it was a quick one take iPhone video that my girlfriend filmed, but I think the biggest thing was they actually saw the product in the video. It was in my hand. It was very tangible, and that ad took off, and that was one of the big starts to my career in e-commerce, was that one ad when I had the product, and it just led to one thing after another after another. So pro tip, whatever product you're going to sell, whether it's makeup tools, whether it's knives, whether it's fishing line, whether it's survival hand gloves, order the product from your supplier or find it on Amazon Prime and get it in your hands so you can actually make videos with it yourself, because that's the only way you're going to make a true video ad that converts and is convincing, and you're really able to sell the product. So little quick pro tip. On to the next video.
Can you press record?
I did.
So I'm in my girlfriend's house. She has a messy ass kitchen, but don't mind me. We're gonna film and show you how to make an ad with your product. So what you should do is find 3 to 5 product features. So about this knife, one product feature, it's super sharp, right? Another product feature, it's got an awesome wooden handle. Another product feature is it's really wide, so it could be used as a bench scrape. So all we're gonna simply do in this video is cut an onion, show that it's super sharp, right? That'll be one product feature. Then when all the onions are cut, we can simply pick them up and use it as a bench scrape because it's so wide and dump them in. That's the third feature. And then we can get another shot of just holding the handle to show how ergonomic it is. So basically, all you wanna do, you can either do this yourself and set up a tripod, or you can get your friend or your girlfriend who's filming me, and they don't have to be experts. You can use an iPhone. I think video ads with iPhones work the best, 100%. And all you're gonna do is take a few shots of using your product. If you have makeup tools, use makeup in the mirror, have your friend film you and show the product features, how wide the brush is, right? In this case, for the knife, we're just gonna show off the various product features, and you can do a video that has just music as a voiceover, or you can actually do a voiceover, you can speak while you're chopping, or you should do all 3 and make variations and test to see which is better. So again, go back and look at what your competitors are doing, see what ads are working, try to replicate them as best as possible. But again, you don't have to be perfect. These ads are not meant to look perfect. You don't want the ad or the video to scream ad. You want it to kind of look natural. You want a messy background. That way people know it's real and authentic. So we'll hop in and we'll show you what exact, I'll show you the raw footage in the next section so you can see what angles we do and how simple it is. So we'll see you there.
All right, guys, so in this section, what I want to do is actually walk you through the raw footage of filming the ads, just listening to what I say, kind of the angles that I'm thinking, and just going through it, right? You're going to mess up, just roll through it. So without further ado, let's start going. I'm going to commentate along.
You know what I mean? The whole knife. Mm-hmm. Ready? Mm-hmm. Just keep filming.
And again, this is all filmed on an iPhone. My girlfriend sucks at video filming. She doesn't suck. She's gotten better. But again, the point is you don't need a professional to do this.
Ready? Pause. Does this angle look good? Or like this? I'm gonna cut it down the middle.
I like the other way.
Like this?
Yeah.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
And see, it's good to ask for opinion. What looks best? The person behind the camera sees what looks best. And don't be afraid to do things multiple times. Try it out. Test different angles.
Try to do a top-down one. You can hold it right there. Go up higher a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
See, my girlfriend, she really doesn't know that much about video filming. She's gotten better because we've done this so many times, and she listens to me. So just
good.
So just look through ads and get an idea in your head what you want.
Is that how you're supposed to chop an onion?
What?
Is that how you're supposed to chop an
To
onion?
dice an onion, yeah. You didn't know that?
Preferably shouldn't ask your camera person to speak while you're filming the ads.
You can pause it.
I can never do this.
I've been trying to do that shot for so long, and I just can't execute it. So it's good to try. If you can't execute it, just move on. It's better to have tried the shot and have the footage than not have it at all.
Okay, go.
Good. Stay with me. Stay with me. Ready? Stay with me and I continue to do it.
And again, the whole purpose of this video section is just to show you the angles that we're going through. It looks like pretty raw footage, and you could fix all this bad footage in post, right? When you go to edit the videos with simple shots and simple cuts.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Zoom out a little.
And you can see the total time for filming for this video, or the video sections, was like 6 minutes. So again, we weren't out here filming for hours. It was just quick, easy iPhone. We were literally making lunch, and I said, hey, let's make the ad.
That's good. Good. See if you can get like a different angle. You know what I mean? Something that looks cool.
See, so here we already got one angle. I wanted to get a different look at cutting the onion.
Try it like this. Ready?
You kind of want to mix things up, right? If you already got one angle of doing a certain task, try to be creative and do it from a different angle that'll change the pace of the video. Keep your viewers engaged and interested. And this last shot was me. I wanted to create a burrito for the whole video, but look how bad this came out.
I'll probably just disregard that shot.
See, I completely smooshed it, and I said I'll disregard it, but I still use this shot right here in the final video, so you just never know.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link. Jesus. This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link. This is the. Can you restart it, please?
Okay, no.
See, it's okay to mess up.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link. Oh my God. This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below to get yours on sale. One more time.
There we go.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below and get it on sale.
So there we go. Just a quick little session. I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you're actually going through these edits, the filming process, what you should be thinking with, and the different angles that you might want to consider. And again, you can write all this stuff down and pre-plan it, or you can do it on the fly. Either way, as long as you're creative and you use your mind and you use the product in the correct ways that I've described before, you'll be fine. All right, guys, so in this section, we're going to go through how to actually edit a video ad. So this is Final Cut. If you have iMovie on your Mac, it looks exactly the same. If you have a PC, you can get Adobe Premiere. These are all video editing softwares, but you can use something basic. So what I like to do is I actually have all my files right here, right next to my software, and then I just start simply dragging and dropping. dragging and dropping. And the reason I do it like this is so it actually drags it in order. Because I want the clips in the exact order that I took them. It just makes things a whole lot easier. This is just the raw footage. I'll go ahead and play it for you. So we're just trying to find what angle looks best when we're going to go ahead and chop this onion. And this ad doesn't need to be longer than 15 seconds. So boom, right there. So what I'll do is I'll make a cut right there. And again, what we're doing is we're showing the product features and the product in action, essentially. And you want to really get different angles, right? So you don't want it to be in the same angle. You want to get different angles. That way you're keeping your viewers engaged. They're called pattern interrupters whenever you change the angle. That way, whenever the angle is changing, it doesn't keep the same boring footage. You want it to change every couple seconds. So that's what we're going to go for here. You can see I'm not the best cutter, but we'll make it look good. So I tried to make a burrito, but I don't think it came out looking good. But now we'll just show off the knife and what it looks like. So this is just the raw footage. What we're going to want to do is go back and cut it up so where it's quick and poppy. Because right now we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds of footage. We need to drastically reduce that. So now we're going to zoom in and just make quick, clean cuts. This is why you have a lot of footage, because you get to pick exactly what you want. So now we took all that footage and we knocked it all the way down to about 20 seconds. And this video is only we're only about 12 minutes in, so it doesn't take long at all. So let's look at it from the beginning.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below and get it on sale.
And there, guys, I'm telling you, it's literally that simple to make a freaking Facebook ad. So I think the beginning was a little boring. Let's see how we can spice it up. So watch, I'm going to speed that up a little bit. So we'll make that double the speed. And guys, it's literally as simple as that. Like, I'm not even kidding. That ad, I guarantee you will get sales. Now, you could add a little bit of music, which I will. So we'll do 2 versions. This is where it gets interesting, because you could test one version with music and one version without. So what you can do, I'm going to show you where you could actually get some free music. So YouTube Audio Library has a bunch of free sounds that you can actually download and use in your videos. There's no copyright, so you can use them for Facebook ads. So what you could do, click this little 3 lines, you go genre. I think rock and roll will sound good with this. So we'll apply the filter, and then you just start listening. You can also filter by mood. I think happy rock and roll would be good. So this is the one. I'll download it. Watch, you'll see how simple this is. Ready? All you're simply going to do is just drag and drop this into your playhead, as they call it, and watch this. Ready? Watch how this changes. So now what I will do, I'm going to come right here, cut this, and then we'll lower the volume. Let's go here. So I like to lower the volume whenever someone's talking. And now what you could do, again, I'm a big fan of testing a lot of things. So you can save one ad without music, one with music, one with text, one with a voiceover, and test multiple versions. But let's watch it all the way through. This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below and get it on sale. And boom, it's literally as simple as that. I'm so happy with how that came out. So now what we'll do is we will export this file and we will get this ready for our awesome freaking Facebook ad that we know we're going to crush it. So we can call it Knife Version 1. So now that we have Knife Version 1, what I'll do now is go back and actually record a voiceover and see how that one goes, and I'll play it for you. Check out how crazy this knife is. Literally cuts through anything like butter. Chop perfect scallions, chop up some herbs.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below and get it on sale.
Literally the last knife you'll ever need to buy. And then we can do like a version and throw some text on the screen like, hey, check out this super sharp knife, chops super good, yada, yada, yada. So these are all just little versions, but what I really wanted to show you is just how simple it is. Literally a 20-second clip. You got some music, you got a call to action, you got some product features, you got some action shots, right? Showing how it cuts, showing how it chops, showing how it's a bench scrape, showing that it slices super fast. Call to action. And boom, you're done. You got your customer's attention, and now you're on your way to making sales. So I'll see you guys in the next section. So now that I just finished the edit, you'll see I made two versions. I made just a straight up with a little bit of music and a little bit of call to action at the end. I talked a little bit, and then I did a voiceover with some music, so combining the two. Again, you can get multiple pieces of content out of just one video session. So I'll go back and I'll chop that up even more and take maybe just chopping the knife for 15 seconds or like 10 seconds, right? Use that as an ad with a little bit of music, a little bit of voiceover. So you can literally get 10 videos or 10 ads to test just out of that one filming section. So I'm going to show you both videos, just the regular one and just the voiceover one. That way you can see what a difference it makes. And if you prefer one method or another, go with that. At the end of the day, it's not what you prefer. It's what your ads will respond best to. So what sells the most, what has the most conversions, and what makes you the most money. Because that's the entire goal of this entire course, is to make money. So without further ado, here are those quick little ads.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below and get it on sale.
Check out how crazy this knife is. Literally cuts through anything like butter. Chop perfect scallions, chop up some herbs.
This is the best knife I've ever used. Click the link below and get it on sale.
Literally the last knife you'll ever need to buy. All right, so moving forward, you saw us make ads and film ads ourselves. Now, if you truly, truly do not want to film ads, you don't want to make ads yourself, you feel like you have no creative ability, you don't even want to deal with the hassle, there are a few other options. Now, in the next couple sections, I mentioned two of them, one being Belo.app and the other being Bands Off Ads. Each of those have two individual sections that will go into making their own ads. There's a bunch of places online where you can actually find product videos of your product being used. So for example, what I used to do back in the day when I didn't want to make any videos, I would just scavenger on YouTube or Facebook and find people talking about fishing line. And I literally had one ad of this TV show, right? I forget the TV show, but basically it was this well-known captain, and he was talking about the perks of braided line. Not my braided line, just braided line in general. So what did I do? I took that YouTube clip, I downloaded it, and I made a little edit with him talking about braided line and the great perks of braided line, and then just added my logo at the end. So as simple as that. Let's hop into the computer and I'll show you exactly what I mean. If you come over to YouTube, let's continue with the knife example. And let's just say Serbian chef knife. And what do you know? Look how many product videos there are on the product that we're trying to sell. Now look, let's just click on this one because this one obviously looks very, very similar. And you can see this gentleman is talking about the knife. Now, I'm sure he probably has some B-roll overlay. Let's take a look. Look at that. So you can borrow that clip. There's multiple videos of people talking about products, whether not just in the knife niche, but any product you're selling. I guarantee you somewhere on the internet, someone is talking about that product. You can even come over to Facebook, right? Now, if you go to Facebook and type in Serbian chef knife, I'm sure there's going to be some videos that pop up about the Serbian chef knife. All right, this is not our product exactly, but at least it's trending in the right direction. So you can see, look, there's some products here, there's some products here. Obviously, the Cooking Guild is one that we went over. But again, if you don't want to make ads yourself, the whole point I'm making is you can scavenger the internet and find different product videos. You just got to do some research on your end. Now, warning, back in the day, it wasn't as strict as it is today, but you still could get away with it. So when you make content with other people's videos, all it takes is a couple people to report that video. But when you're running ads at a low budget, that's probably not gonna happen. So what I suggest you do, if you go this route and use other footage that you find online, you'll be okay to make ads for a little bit. But once you start catching traction and you start scaling that budget, you're gonna then wanna either outsource it and have someone else make an original content video or make the video yourself, because you don't wanna run the risk of scaling someone else's footage, because it'll likely get reported back to Facebook, and then Facebook will probably shut down your Facebook ad account, and we do not want that to happen. So, is there a risk to doing it? Yes. Could it be profitable? Yes. Is it the right thing to do? I don't know. This is not an ethical conversation whether it's right or wrong. I'm just showing you things that I've done in the past, and I know other entrepreneurs in the e-commerce space have done before. This is just a little tip to get you started. Again, I suggest you make your own videos, but if you don't want to, it's okay. Now, in the next section, I'm going to cover 2 paid apps where you can actually have content made for you. So, on the next section. In this video section, what I'm going to go over is this website called Bands Off Ads. And essentially what it is, it's a platform where you can actually have someone create ads for you without ever touching a product. So if you truly don't want to film yourself, you don't want to buy the product, you just want to go this route, this is a great resource to get video ads made for you. And you don't even have to buy a product, you don't have to send a product, you simply just have to buy a package and they will make the ads for you. So I went ahead and bought the split testing package. It was $65. Pretty cheap, about $20 per video, and you have to fill out a simple questionnaire. So they ask you, hey, what is the platform? Facebook and Instagram, language English, the product name. I'm going to do this for my Beyond Braid website. So Beyond Braid, and then the product links you can see right below, AliExpress or competitor store link. So in our case, let's say we were doing it for the knives. What we could just do is go to the Cooking Guild and send them this product link right here. You would go here and submit it directly. And you can put as many as you want. But for us right now, again, I'm going to be doing this for the Beyond Braid store. So Beyond Braid, actually, I'm going to go give them the actual link to my store. That way they have it right here. They ask you for product benefits. How does the customer benefit from owning this product? I think I can just give them my product features, which would work. So in this case, again, script the ad how you want and give them as much information. Here they're asking for video links, competitor ads optional. Style 1, style 2, they look the same. So watermark, we don't need a watermark. You can be as descriptive as possible. I would suggest so by sending them as many links as possible under the competitor links or ads. And you can find that under the page transparency section in Facebook. The watermark, we don't need a watermark. Additional notes. So I'm going to put, and again, this is perfect for drop shipping. If you don't have the actual product yourself, they will go ahead and make everything for you. So we'll go ahead and click review, and then we'll submit the questionnaire. And they say they'll get back to you in about, call it 1 to 3 days. So you come back home, you now have this submitted, and basically you can have a bunch of different type of content. Right? What Bands Off Ads will do is they'll actually scan the internet for other videos of your product. And they'll compile all the videos and make an ad for you, and they'll send it directly to you. So this is just a very, very good solution if you truly don't want to get in front of the camera. I suggest you do get in front of the camera, but if you don't, you can go ahead and use Bands Off Ads. The next website you can use to generate some ads is this website called Belo.app. So I'll just show you their website real quick, Belo.app. This is their homepage. And essentially what they do is they have creators. They have a network of creators that'll make videos for you. So I'll show you some examples. I did this for my Beyond Braid company. Full disclosure, I spent $177 to get 3 videos. I actually got a little bit more than 3 videos, and I'll show you how I did. So these are the 3 creators I chose. Basically, it works very similar to Bandoff ads, except these individuals make videos for you. So I went ahead and sent them my fishing line product, as you can see. And you can do this with drop shipping. Just drop ship the product directly to them. And what they do, you give them instructions of what you want them to say in the video. And this is something called user-generated content. So user-generated content, UGC, is when a customer like this makes a piece of content for you. So they'll make a review video. I'll click play on one of these so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
So my family and I have found this cool new fishing line that we're just obsessed with, and it's called Beyond Braid. So it is a braided fishing line. We love it because it lets you cast farther and last longer. Check this out.
So I'd got a couple variations, right? I wanted one female and a couple males. Here's the male doing it.
This is Beyond Braid braided fishing line. It's absolutely amazing. I've been using it the past few days at the lake, and I haven't got one knot after casting out.
This is another option if you want to send your product to someone who isn't afraid to get in front of the camera. You can do this, and you can do a combination of all of them, right? You can do the video ads yourself. You can send them to some people. You can do Bandoff ads. But there's a bunch of different ways. Again, this costs a little bit of money. I spent about, again, $170 on this. But what I did is when they send in videos, they actually ask you, hey, do you approve this video? And what I did was I said, hey, can you make me another variation of this video? But I don't want this video you made to go to waste. Just email it to me. So I actually got about 3 videos per creator. So it came out to about, if you say round it up to $200, I got 9 videos. It came out to about a little under $20 per video, which is totally worth it because one of these videos, if you run a successful ad to it, can make you a whole bunch of money. So Belo is another great option if you don't want to get in front of the camera. In this next section, I want to talk to you about a little cool trick as your business scales, something to implement. And that's called SMS marketing. So what is SMS marketing? It's basically text messages, right? Have you ever gone to a website, added your information in like a phone number or email, and you went to go check out, and whether you purchased something or you didn't, you got a text message like an hour later. So that's a very powerful tool called SMS marketing. Now with SMS marketing, there's actually a couple strategies. There's text message campaigns. So once you eventually collect a bunch of customers' phone numbers from people purchasing to your store, people visiting to your store, you could actually send out mass campaigns, like send them a text whenever you have a holiday sale. Another strategy to use is for abandoned cart. So if someone comes to your website, they enter in their information, they're about to purchase, something happens, they abandon their cart. You could actually send them a text message an hour later, 24 hours later, and like a week later, reminding them, hey, you got your cart open at so-and-so website. In my case, it says, hey, you got your cart open at beyondbraid.com. Come back and fulfill your cart or purchase your order. So let's hop into the computer. I'll show you the exact app that I use. So in the apps section, you can see I have an app called SMS Bump. So SMS Bump is a free app to install. You just got to pay per text message you send out. And this is what the SMS Bump dashboard looks like. I'm going to quickly hop over to the analytics tab to show you some mind-blowing numbers, like the return on investment, the ROI on text message campaigns is absolutely huge. So we're here in analytics, and you can see so far we've only spent $2,727 and we've produced $60,000 in sales. That is a 2,080% ROI for text message campaigns. And you can see it produced 1,223 orders. So super, super, super profitable method is to have SMS campaigns and SMS cart recovery installed on your website. Now, most of the revenue came from the automations. So as you can see, look, automations, we sent out 8,000 text messages. It got close to 2,000 clicks, and it had a 10,000% ROI, generating $48,000. And all those are is the abandoned cart text messages. So I have it set for 1 hour and 24 hours after they checked out. Now, the 1 hour text message says, hey, it's Ryan from Beyond Braid. Notice you left something in your cart. Come back, it's waiting for you. If they still don't convert on that, 24 hours later, I'll send them a 10% discount so they could actually come back and get 10% off their order and incentivize them to actually finish that purchase. So that generates $48,000. I think that was in about a period of a year. Now, when there's certain holidays and stuff, right, you could actually send out text message campaigns. So that's the SMS campaign. We sent out 41,000 text messages. We got 2,000 clicks, and we got about a 400% ROI. And you could see it generated about $11,100 in sales. So what I like to use that for is anytime there's a holiday or anytime we're running a sale, so Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, those holidays are all perfect excuses to send your list a text message with a little image saying, hey, it's Memorial Day, 20% off, come by the store and use our discount. Now I went ahead and I clicked into the automations tab, and you can see the abandoned cart text 1 hour seems to be extremely profitable. If they don't check out, we still have that backup of 1 day later. And now here, I wanna show you for the campaigns, what our campaigns actually look like. So here's my phone. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. So you can see it's very simple. It's just, this was a Halloween sale that we ran. It's basically saying, hey, we're having a spooky sale, get 20% off, and you add a link in, click the link below. And now what's super powerful about text message is text message has a huge open rate compared to email marketing. Where email marketing, not everyone reads their email, but if you get a text message, you're gonna open up the text message on your phone. I think text message has like a 98% open rate, which is absolutely crazy. That's why you can get crazy numbers when you implement this into your business. Now, when you're first starting, you're not gonna have a huge list to implement and send out blasts like the holiday stuff, but the abandoned cart text messages is something you can implement right away. And SMS Bump only charges 5 cents per text message. So it's basically nothing. And the way it works is all you got to do is come over here to this little ad tab. So you can see my plan is free and it generated $59,000, but you basically add some budget into your account. You preload your account. You could put $10, $20, $100, and it'll start to spend that money when people come to your store, don't check out, and start sending text messages at 5 cents per text message. And really quickly, I just want to show you what this text message looks like for the abandoned cart. So you can see it says Beyond Braid. Hey Colette, just wanted to remind you that you have some items left in your cart. Use code BESTBRAID at checkout to get a discount. And there's a little image of Beyond Braid. And it's literally as simple as that. Just giving them a little reminder, right? A little bump, SMS bump, to come back to the store and purchase and complete their order. So you have two methods. The abandoned cart method, 1 hour and 1 day. And then you have the ability to actually send out text message blasts to your list on holidays to offer them sales when you're running promotions. And they all run at 5 cents per text message. Super cheap, super profitable. So this is a little hack that I learned well into my career. I didn't learn it at the beginning. If I would have learned in the beginning, I would have made so much more money. So I'm giving you this little hack. As soon as you start running ads, you have to have SMS Bump live and running for your abandoned cart text messages at the least. Once your list gets bigger, you'll then send them out a blast when you have promotions. So this was a quick little money-making tip. Spend $2,000 to make 60 grand. I'll do it all day, every day, and I know you will too. So see you on the next section. In this section, I want to go over something really important, and that is email marketing. Now, my story with email marketing is for the first 4 or 5 years of my e-commerce career, I did not touch email marketing because it was confusing. I didn't get it. And frankly, I didn't even think it worked. And basically what happened was at the job I was working at for Grant Cardone, right? They had a huge business, a huge e-commerce business selling digital products. And I saw how much revenue they were making just from emails and how many results we were getting just from emails. And even on our side, the real estate side, right, we had a pretty big email list, and just the results we generated from sending out mass emails, call to action, hey, text now to invest, or schedule a call to invest. So I saw it happening in real time, and I was like, wow, I should definitely be implementing this into my business. And ever since I did that, I was completely shocked of how much revenue we're actually generating from emails. The most powerful thing about email marketing is your list, right? Your whole goal is to build a big list of customers. So right now, I think my list for my website's anywhere from 50 to 60,000, and that's a pretty big list size. And that's 50 to 60,000 people who are just interested in fishing that have either visited my website, either purchased from me before, entered in their email at some point. That's why I have their information, because they came from Facebook to my website. Now, if they didn't check out, right, I can send them a whole bunch of emails. And these are called email flows, where they're either abandoned cart flows, they're welcome email flows, they're email campaigns. Now, I know this stuff might seem a little bit confusing. I'm going to go into my email account and show you everything and break it down so you can implement it. But when you're first starting out, right, you're not going to have any emails. You have no list. So what you should do is implement abandoned cart emails, welcome emails, post-purchase emails, and I'll show you all that and show you exactly the emails we use so you can screenshot them and use the exact copy. But email marketing is something you should strive to be good at for the long game, right? Because as you build your list, as you acquire emails, you'll be able to blast promotions and discounts on holidays, and that's how you start cutting out the middleman of Facebook and going directly to your customer, increasing your profit margin, because it doesn't cost a lot of money to send an email out, right? You pay a flat fee to send out emails, where Facebook ads, you have to pay every time you run a Facebook ad. It doesn't cost me extra money. I can send 30 emails this month, and the software I use doesn't charge me per email. They just charge me a flat fee. And also, another crazy stat that I came across is email marketing should generate anywhere from 20 to 30% of your monthly revenue. So what does that mean? If your store is doing $100,000 per month, 20 to 30,000 of that should be coming from email marketing. And I thought there was no way that could be true until me and my team started implementing it, and we saw the results, and it was absolutely crazy. So without further ado, let's hop into the computer and I'll show you the email marketing software that I use. And I'll show you an alternative email platform that you can use on Shopify directly to simplify things, because the one I use is a little bit more advanced. Shopify has an email system that's actually pretty basic and can help you get started. So let's hop into the computer. So this is the email software that I use and that many of the big companies that I know use. It's called Klaviyo. Now, Klaviyo is by far the most advanced email software. It is a little bit expensive. They actually charge you based on how big your list is. So my list, again, I think it's like 50, 55,000, 60,000. And I pay $550 a month flat fee. Doesn't matter how many emails I send out or how many flows I set up, they're still charging me $550. But it's worth it when I show you these numbers. So I'm just going to show you some performance numbers. That way you know I'm not just BSing you, and I'll show you that this stuff actually works while this loads up. My business is fishing, right? It's definitely seasonal where it goes up and down. During the winter months, right, we're in winter right now, it definitely starts to slow down. But you can see the last 30 days, the Shopify store did $108,000 in sales. Revenue from Klaviyo was $39,000, $40,000 out of $108,000. That's almost 40% of our revenue came directly from emails. This is where building a brand and using email marketing, going directly to your customer, comes in handy and is so powerful. And when you break it down, email flows made up 21,000 and campaigns made up 18,000. Now, what a flow is, an email flow is basically a series of emails that you set up that is triggered by an event. Like if someone views a product but doesn't purchase, they go into a certain flow. If someone purchases an item, they go into a certain flow. If someone has opened your emails 3 times and hasn't purchased, they go into a certain flow. And I'll break that all down for you, but that's just what an email flow is explained. What a campaign is very simple. It's an email campaign, right? Whether we're running a promotion for Black Friday, whether it's July 4th and we're running July 4th email campaign sales, offering 20% discounts. That's what an email campaign is. One specific custom-made email targeted directly to our list, offering them some sort of promotion. So that's what an email campaign is. Now, if we go back 90 days, you'll see this stat still stays true, right? $300,000 in the last 90 days, so about $100,000 a month, $101,000 dedicated and revenue coming from Klaviyo, right? 34%. 57,000 from flows, 44,000 from campaigns. So super strong numbers. And you can see this is true. It's not just some BS stat that people make up on the internet. This is true stuff. So that's why email marketing is so important. Now I'm going to show you one more stat. That way your mind can get blown one more time. So these are all of our email campaigns. and you can see how many we sent out. This is just stats for this year, and you can see 1,700, 1,400, 1,200, 1,300, 2,000, 1,100. And this is all emails per campaign. And you can see all of our email campaigns total up to, let's get that number right here, $127,000 just from email marketing alone on the Klaviyo campaigns, right? So the blast, and then I'm going to bring you over to this one, and this is a little breakdown of our flows by month, right? So this is when we first started implementing email marketing into this business, and you could see month by month the breakdown of the flows totaling to $185,000. So 180 plus 120, that's close to $300,000, a little more than $300,000 just from email marketing. And to think that I never used to use any of this before, it drove me nuts because I was like, how much money did we lose? But it's better late than never to learn to implement this stuff. And back over to the screen share, you can come over to your apps section and directly integrate it with Shopify. So you can see Klaviyo directly integrates with Shopify and it syncs up together. So this was just a brief introduction into what email marketing is, how powerful it is, the software I use. And in the next section, I'll actually go through all of the flows and all the campaigns so you can see how they're structured. You can actually see what the wording is like. And then I'll actually show you Shopify's version of email marketing that you can use as well. That's a little bit more beginner friendly. So I'll see you guys in the very next section. This section, I want to dive a little bit deeper into email marketing and actually show you some of the flows and campaigns that we actually use that generate the numbers that I just showed you. So let's hop into the computer and just get right into it. So we are in the month of November. So we have all of our Black Friday stuff set up. So I won't show you that. I'll just show you some of our general flows. That way you can get an idea of how to start building out your own flows. So number one, pop-up email. What is a pop-up email? What is a pop-up email flow? Basically, when you go to our website and you're there for 10 or 15 seconds, a pop-up will come up saying, hey, do you want 10% off? Give us your email and we'll email you a 10% discount code. So that's what this is. When someone subscribes to your newsletter, that is the trigger to give them the 10% discount. So here is that first email. Let's preview what that email looks like. So they entered in their discount, or they entered in their email, excuse me, and here's the first email we'll send them. This deal is going to expire really soon. Use this discount code WELCOME10. So what I suggest you guys do is just take screenshots of this all. That way you have each and every email that we use that actually work today that you can implement. So what will happen is we'll actually set this trigger to wait 3 days. And if they still haven't purchased, we'll actually send them out this email, the Welcome Series 2, email number 2. And this is what it looks like. Hey, don't forget this exclusive deal just for you. We wanted to reward you. Head over to our store and use the discount code WELCOME10 to get 10% off your order. So this is the second email in the welcome flow, right, for the 10% off. So we'll come back over. We'll wait 16 hours, right? And then we'll send them a third email saying, hey, this is your last chance to take advantage. So this is the last email. You can see it's just some pictures with some catchy text. Last chance, 4 hours to go. Catch your 10% discount now. And this is just saying the customer's name, how you doing. We really don't want you to miss out on this exclusive store-wide discount. It expires in 4 hours, 10% discount, welcome 10. So that is the welcome flow that we use when someone comes to our website and they give us their email to get that 10% discount code. It's a pop-up that comes up, says, hey, enter in your discount code. Here you go. Again, you have to go in and build all of these out yourself, but I'm just showing you the exact emails we use so you can go and build your own version of them. And again, this was the Welcome Series email 1, as you can see here. So now let's hop into one of our next flows. This is the post-purchase email flow. So this basically happens when someone purchases from our website. We'll actually start sending them a set of emails as well. So you can see the trigger that we put in place is when someone places an order. That's what happens to trigger this series of emails. So email number 1, let's preview it. And since they already purchased, we're not really pushing sales on them. We're just kind of sending them some information, right? Some more engaging type of emails to get them to start opening our emails. So that way their server recognizes, hey, this is not spam. I actually open these emails. So you can see the email says, welcome to the family. Hey, Ryan. Obviously, we put the customer's name. On behalf of the Beyond Braid family, we just want to say welcome. Here are some of the key things you need to know about your new fishing community. We've been around 25 years. We're a proud American-based company. Our line performs better and is still affordable. We'll be hitting you up with some interesting stuff. In the meantime, go explore our store. So again, always inviting them back to the store, but not really pushing hard on, hey, go buy more, right? Because they literally just purchased. And then what we'll do is we'll wait 2 days, right? We'll put in this pause of 2 days, and then we'll send out this second email. And basically all this is, it says, hey, Ryan, we really want to make sure you receive all the latest tips, deals, and discounts from your favorite store. Just follow us using these simple instructions. And basically we put in this little creative GIF to go into their Gmail and mark our emails as important, and then we tell them to reply done. That way, our emails don't go to spam once we send them campaign emails, deals, discounts. We want them to see all of our emails to keep the health of our email account done. So this was just a quick little reminder in the 2 days after. So after email number 2, we'll wait 2 days again, right? We will send out this next email. Again, really more informational stuff to get them interested in our products, interested in our community, because that's what we're trying to build as a brand and a community. It says, hey, Ryan, we are so happy to have you here in Beyond Braid. Get your spool ready to pull in the catch of the day. We've got some fantastic fishing gear related for you. Here are 3 things that make us special. And we just put some more product features essentially, right? Ultimate strength, helps you detect bites. We say, are you getting excited? We are too. Come visit the website. So always inviting people back to the website just in case they want to purchase some more. So go ahead, you can take a look at that, pause that, screenshot it, do whatever you got to do. Next, we'll wait 3 days and we'll send them email number 4. We'll say, hey, this is our best selling range right now. Blue is particularly popular as waters start to clear up in most places. Just basically giving them some facts and then some reviews of our products, right? Keep it short, simple, sweet, and show them some products, and then always invite them back to the website. So this is email number 4. Then we come back and then we'll wait an entire week. This last email is about 2 weeks later, and we're offering them an exclusive discount. And then we'll offer them this deal, right? Buy 2 and get 20% off. It's a thank you gift. Hey, Ryan, we're proud to be running our first-class fishing business out of Florida. For the last 25 years, we've been perfecting our products, blah, 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 blah. We want to show our appreciation for giving you an awesome discount. If you buy 2 products, we'll give you an additional 20% off. And then we give them a coupon code, get this deal today, right? And this was 2 weeks after their initial purchase, right? So this was one part of the post flow, and that's just a copy. So we send out a bunch of emails once someone purchases our products. And again, this is just a flow once someone triggers that purchase event. Nothing to do with campaigns, just automatic emails that will be sent to them once they go through these. Next, I want to come over here and show you the general abandoned cart email. So if someone comes to the store and they don't purchase, this is the flow that we're going to send them. And you can see the trigger is when someone views a product, but we actually filter it down. So placed in order 0 times since starting the flow, checked out 0 times, and has not been in the flow for the last 30 days. So this is dedicated emails to people who went to the site, checked out, viewed the product, but have not purchased, and we have their email. So we'll wait just 1 hour and we'll send them this first email. It's Ryan, obviously. Is everything good? My team told me you came by our website to check out some products and look around. I want you to know that we are here to help you. Any questions you may feel, let us talk. It's because I built a business out of pure passion and love for the art, science, and sport of fishing. It is my pleasure to serve you. Hit me up if you need anything. So this is just asking them if they have any questions, and then we come back, the call to action, head back to our store and catch yourself something as beautiful as that. So just a simple, quick email, inviting them back just an hour later, maybe reminding them maybe they got a phone call while they were purchasing or something happened where they didn't complete the purchase. So this is the first abandoned email that we will send. Next, we're going to wait 1 day, and then we send out email number 2, basically offering them a discount to come back. Love fishing. You came to the right place. Use code BeyondBribe to get 10% off your order. And then we invite them back and show them some of our popular products. So just a simple, another reminder, a day later, hey, come back to the store. You left these products here. And then what we'll do is we'll wait 1 more day and we'll send a 3rd email. And this is what that 3rd email looks like. It's essentially a copy of the email we just sent them. Maybe they didn't open it. Maybe they deleted it. It says your 10% discount needs to be reeled in right now. Use code Beyond Bribe and get 10% off. So a little bit of scarcity, telling them to come back saying, hey, this code's going to expire if you don't use it. Come back and use 10% on our store. And we just added in some popular products. And that's the end of the general abandonment flow. So let's go back and see what other flows we can show you. So that was the general browse abandoned email, right? If they're searching around the website or they've been looking at products. Now let's go to the general abandoned cart. So you can see the trigger is when someone their checkout started, but they have not placed an order 0 times and have not been in this flow for 30 days. So our general abandoned cart email is wait 30 minutes and then we send out that first email. And that email looks like this. Low stock levels, hurry. Hey Ryan, we saw you in our store today looking at one of our best-selling products. We're running low on stock right now. Hurry, come back. Remember, good things to come, those who get them. You found the perfect product. Now reel it in, complete your purchase. And then when you click this link, it basically brings them back to their cart where they had that item, and it'll have all their information pre-filled just like they had it. So it brings them right back. And that is 30 minutes after they abandon that cart. Now what we'll do is we'll wait 1 day and then we'll send them out email number 2. So this is email number 2. You got it hooked. Reel it in before it sells out. Hey Ryan, you came to the store today. Thank you. It's great that you like some of our products, but you missed the final step. Click here to complete the purchase. P.S. We're running low on stock. Again, a little sense of urgency and scarcity. Come complete your purchase. So again, all of this wording is tailored to our brand. You could tailor it to the products and the brand that you're going to be building, of course. Obviously, this is all fishing related. Make it whatever niche related and the copy related that your brand revolves around. So let's go back. That is email number 2. We'll wait 1 more day and then we'll send out a third email. So email number 3, you can see it says last chance. Your product is almost sold out. We got some little images switching right there so they can see more of the product, and says, hey Ryan, you came to the store. Thank you. It's great you like some of our products, but you missed the final step. Complete your purchase. We're running low on stock. So again, just kind of a similar email to the last one, but again, just inviting people back and giving them a subtle reminder to come back and purchase. And that is the third email, and then they exit the flow and it'll stop sending them emails. So that is the general cart abandonment flow. So our next flow is something we call predictive flow. So the trigger is start on a person's expected date for a next order. And basically what we've done is we have a setting implemented. Typically people order fishing line every 1, 2, or 3 months. So that's when we'll start this flow, and this is the emails that we send them. So email number 1, again, this is people who have already purchased. It says VIP deal, 15% off. Hey Ryan, we love that you're a part of our angling community. You're an active member, so we want to reward you today with a VIP treat. Here's a huge deal, 15% off. Use your discount code, buy and save right here. So this is that email number 1. We'll wait 3 days and then we'll come back and we'll send them VIP deal number 2, right? And an email number 2. Hey Ryan, we want to reward you. Because you're a VIP member, how's 15% off? Purchase now before it expires. Click and save here. So very similar to the previous email. And then we'll wait 3 days and we'll send them a final email to come back and order. And again, it's all going to look very, very similar. Different image, but hey, Ryan, don't wait any longer. We can't hold on to this deal any longer. Some scarcity, of course, and get an awesome 15% discount, buy and save, right? So very similar, 3 days apart. That's just when we want people, or when we think people are ready to reorder, we'll put them into that flow. Now, this stuff is not that hard to build out. Klaviyo is very easy to use. You just got to plug and play. It is a little time consuming, but it's worth it because once you build them out, that's it. You set it and forget it, and it's like a money-making machine. As your store generates more emails, more leads, people will start getting this stuff, and it's like a personalized salesperson for you, but in email version. So these were all the flows. Now in the next section, I'm going to go over the campaigns, what some of our campaigns look like. That way you can get an idea of what discounts to offer, what copy to use, and then I'll show you Klaviyo and I'll show you Shopify email, which one you might want to use. One's a little bit more for beginners, one's for a little bit more advanced stores, but on to the next section. So we just went over all of the email flows and all the flow setups. Now I'm going to show you what email campaigns should look like. Now there's 2 versions here. We're going to show you one version on Klaviyo, which is a little bit more advanced, and then I'll show you one version of Shopify email where you can simply drag and drop using templates, and it's a little bit more straightforward if you're a beginner. So let's first hop into Klaviyo. So I'm going to show you emails from September 1st all the way to the end of October. Now you can see we sent out an email every few days here in September, And then we sent out some emails for Halloween. We launched a new product and we sent out some Halloween sales. So you could see placed order, $1,600, $1,500, $1,100, $2,200, $1,400, $2,800, and these are all from email campaigns that typically have a discount code associated with them. That's typically what email campaigns are for, is to either showcase a new product or blast some promotions. So let's scroll down and show you this September 8th email. It generated $524. So let's preview it. So this email campaign we sent out was just to showcase some of our upsell products, right? This line cutter and this line spooler. And you can see we have this neat little GIF of changing images and says the line spooling assistant and the line cutter are back in stock. Shop and get yours. And this simple email generated $500. So now on to our next email. This one generated $678. Let's preview it. So this email, you can see free Ultra 8 strand just showing off one of our lines. And we were literally doing a giveaway with another brand. And just from sending this email out, people were like, oh, braided line, I need to buy some. And it generated $678 in sales. So just simple email, not even asking for a sale, got some sales. And you can see, I'm not going to take you through these boring ones, 466, 397. Let's go to a more juicy one. So you can see this one did $1,300. So $1,300. Let's go ahead and open that one up. And this was a promo. Save 20%, use code FISH20, fall sale 2021. Don't hesitate to place your order. We are selling out fast across the store because this is a steal a deal. So offering a quick little promotion. Obviously, it's fall themed, right? September marks fall. And just a literally quick email with a few words, and that did $1,304. That's the power of email marketing, is you get to build the list and send people some awesome discounts. So that was $1,300. This one was probably announcing that sale again, did $700. Now let's go to another juicy one, $1,531. Let's click into this one. And you can see last chance, a little bit of scarcity, last chance for 20% off. Fall sale. This is a once in a year sale. Don't let this deal get off the hook so easily. And then we showed some of our products. So honestly, not the best looking email, but simple, straightforward. It gets the job done. That's the whole point, is you're just giving your customers a touch point, reminding them that you exist. Here's a little discount, and then your loyal customers will come back. And this is how you get repeat purchases, by sending stuff out just like this. So let's go look at another one. So again, that one did $1,500. Now these are some smaller ones. Let's click on this October 15th. This one did $1,200 in sales. And literally as simple as this: sale, 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 sale. Get 15% off. It's Friday. We have a huge deal. We literally sent out a discount code because it was Friday. You can literally make things up, a reason why you're giving out discount codes. It's your company's anniversary. It's the owner's birthday. We love you. Here's 15% off. It's just a reason to get in touch with your customers and offer them a discount. And you can see $1,200 just from this simple little email. That was $1,200. Now this next one, which was a week later, did $2,715. So that one was a better performing one. Let's check it out. And this was a launch of a new product. So, hey Ryan, it's Ryan here. I've been working on something super hard for you guys. Here are 5 things you need to know about the Optic Orange Braid. Some product description. Without further ado, discover it yourself. The future is bright. The Optic Orange Braid. And this was a new product launch of a new color. So whenever you have a new product launching, you can send it out to your email list and get some automatic sales. And look, this was literally not even offering a discount code, and we got $2,800 in sales simply from launching a new product. Another $1,400, that was probably just talking about the product. Now let's look at this one. This one did $2,200 as well. Let's go ahead and view the campaign. And this is, we're getting into the Halloween sale. So this one is a super cool email. And guys, you can find stock images like this. This is basic Photoshop. You can use canva.com. You can use Photoshop if you have it, or you could just find stock images like this pumpkin, right? Halloween sale, 20% off. This deal isn't scarily good. It's straight off the hook. Get it? Hook fishing. Haha. Go to the store and enjoy 20% off. Use code SCARY20. So simple email, not a lot of words. Keep them short and sweet. Some cool graphics. And there you go. $2,200 later. So we'll go look at 1 or 2 more. So that one did $2,200. This was again for the sale. And I'm assuming this one was like the last call for the sale. So I'll show you this last one. Halloween sale ending tonight. Last chance. Forget the tricks. Treat yourself to some awesome Beyond Braid products. Get 20% off. Use code SCARY. This deal ends tonight. Doesn't even show our product, just has our logo at the top. Very, very simple. So super, super simple. And look, we have our warehouse address, we have our social media links, and a little unsubscribe button. So simple emails will do the job, and it's not rocket science. You just got to build the list and send them cool little emails, send them discounts. Customers love discounts, and they'll always come back. And since you're not paying Facebook $15, $20, $30 to acquire a customer, this is straight money in your pocket, so you can afford that 20% discount. It's well worth it when you build an email list like this. So those were just some of the numbers on the Klaviyo side. Now, again, I'm not going to go into building an email out on Klaviyo. Again, it's very simple and straightforward once you get in there. Just taking some standard images, standard text, and standard links. That's Klaviyo. Very, very simple to use. If you have any questions, let me know. I can walk you through it. But now, and again, it is a little bit more expensive than the other email apps out there like MailChimp and Shopify email. Now I'm going to hop into Shopify email and show you how basic it is. It still works. Don't get me wrong. I used Shopify email for a little bit and still generated a lot of money. They charge you on a per email basis. So I think at the time my list was like 20,000 and it costed me like $20 per email, which was nothing because I was generating a few thousand bucks per email. So when you come over to the computer, right, you go to your apps, you might have to download it in your app store if it's not already there, but I already have it. It's called Shopify email. And it basically comes to these two stages: view past campaigns and create email campaigns. So it's super easy, super simple to use. For some reason, they updated the system and deleted all the statistics, but I'm going to show you literally how basic these are. So literally all you do is select who you want to send it to, who it's going to be from, the subject line, and then the preview text. And this is literally the email. Mother's Day sale, summer is coming quickly. And you need to get spooled up when it's on sale. Use code MAMA to check out, 18% off, right? And then I simply just link some products and images. Very ugly. This is when I first started doing it. You can see it's not that well put together, but these emails killed it. I wish it still had the stats. Like some of these emails did $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, and they're super, super simple. Easter Day sale, right? Again, very simple, very straightforward. I can't believe they deleted all the information. But all I did was go Easter Day sale. Summer is coming. Get your stuff while it lasts. Easter 18 is for 18% off. Simple image, a little link to the store, and then some products. Very simple, very, very straightforward. And again, these are not difficult by any means to build. So once you're in Shopify email, you can simply come here to create campaign, and I want to show you something pretty cool. So it says Shopify email, 2,500 free emails per month, or $1 for every additional 1,000. So if you have an email list of 10,000 people, it costs you $10 to send an email. Super easy. So once you come into the next page, they already have a bunch of templates that you could use. Look, you can click view more, and literally it's simple as drag and drop with some of these templates, and they have pages and pages. We're, again, around the Black Friday time. Let's just quickly click on one, and I'll show you how easy it is to make. So literally they already put your logo. They already have the text for you. All you got to do is simply come in here. You can add an image, right? Let's just add this simple image, discount sellers at the top, right? Put that in there. You can delete if there's too many images. Shop now button. You can add a product and it'll import a product directly from your store. Like watch, look how, like I'm telling you, they're super, super easy to build. Let's say we want to add this product. We'll go ahead and add that in. It will add in the product, and then you can mess with the buttons, put the links. So very, very simple and easy to make. Obviously, you want to edit this and take all this mumbo jumbo out to make it look clean. Go back and look at some of the email campaigns that I sent, and then you can make the subject line holiday sale 30% off, something like that, right? So very simple, very straightforward. So whether you use Shopify email or use Klaviyo, you have to start getting used to using email marketing. I'm telling you, it will change the course of your business, and it's just more money in your pocket. That's the whole goal of this business, more money in your pocket. So I would start off with Shopify email if you don't want to spend the money on Klaviyo, because it is a little bit expensive at first. Once your business starts to get traction, you start selling more products, switch over to Klaviyo. Put in some flows. I think you can do flows with Shopify email, but they're very simple, like just basic abandoned cart emails. Doesn't get as intricate as Klaviyo. So you do have to do this stuff. Do not ignore it. This will put you on another level and help you get more sales for your business. So let me know if you guys have any questions on this stuff. It's super important, but if not, I will see you in the next section. In this section, I want to go over the importance of having social media for your business. If you look at the most successful brands out there, I guarantee you they are on social media and they're crushing it with social media. So you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have YouTube, you have TikTok, you have Twitter, you have Snapchat, and you might be wondering which ones should I use. Now, you can use all of them, but the main ones that I'm using right now are Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, obviously. Now, for younger generations, they're mostly on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube as well. If you have a product that's targeted towards younger kids, like a fidget spinner or some sort of Rubik's Cube or something that kids will use, those are the platforms you want to be on. Now, if you have a product that older people will like old people love fishing line. So Facebook works the best for me, but I'm still using the brand and using social media to build my brand across all channels. So Instagram is more to promote what the business is doing, what the business is about, right? Everything overall in the business should be on Instagram. TikTok is supposed to be short content, short form content. It's supposed to be your best chance to go viral. YouTube is really meant to educate and have long form videos. So people go to YouTube and want to be educated about a product or a video or whatever they're looking at. And then Facebook is, again, similar to that Instagram, where they just want to know everything about your business, all the social aspects about your business. So I'm going to dive into my channels. That way you can see the content we're posting right now, what's working, and just kind of explain each piece of content, why we post it, and how it helps our overall business. Just a quick side note, you don't have to have drastically huge social media followings to have a successful business. Like, our social media followings in my company are not that big, but we're still able to do millions and millions of dollars in sales. As a plus, the bigger and bigger you get on social media, the bigger your audience is, the more people are going to want to buy from you. So we're now in front of the Beyond Braid YouTube channel. So let's head on over to our actual channel so you can see the content. And you can see there are some aspects that emphasize the business, right? So we have this banner up here. We have the Beyond Braid logo, nice and clean. And then this video I specifically put here because it answers a question, right? Beyond Braid official break strength. So I went to a Hall of Fame, the Fishing Hall of Fame, where they have a professional machine and tested out the break strength of our line. And you could see we have just all types of videos, right? Things educating the consumer. Right, videos like that educate about the actual product. We have customer reaction videos where I went and actually tested out our line with some customers, right? More short form content. I really haven't embraced long form content for my YouTube channel, but this is something we're going to start implementing more because YouTube is growing and growing and growing. People love a good YouTube channel. So YouTube has a feature called YouTube Shorts that we use a lot. So essentially, we're repurposing things from TikTok, Instagram, over to YouTube and vice versa. So we're basically reposting on all channels so we can be on all channels, right? I don't want to just post on Instagram. I want to take the videos I'm using on Instagram, post them on YouTube, post them on TikTok, vice versa. And you can see just going through it, it's more advertising stuff, just quick little videos showing off the product. Again, I haven't really done too much of a good job with our YouTube channel, but it's doing great. Like, here's one video where it's more of an educational sit down style. And essentially what happened is I got a brand new fishing reel and I thought I would just talk about it, spool it up with our line. And it's a great way to promote a product. Like, this is a pretty popular fishing reel. So I made a fishing or a video about the fishing reel and then just putting our line on it. And you can see I just sat here, talked about it, little unboxing video, and it got 2,000 views. So people love to see stuff like that. Next, let's head on over to our Instagram page so I can show you that as well. And now obviously this looks a little bit different on mobile device, but here's the basic layout. So you can see these little stories. I have testimonials of customers or customers using it. I guess you can't view. Oh yeah, you can. So you could see it's just a whole bunch of people using our line, customers using our line to give our visitors proof that people actually use our line. Like, this is a great image of someone posting, and some people do this for free and some of the stuff we pay for, but a lot of this is actually free. People just buy our line and tag us. And you can see I have all of our options. And in your bio is very important. You should include key facts like where it ships from, a little bit about the product, and then this is a call to action saying, hey, want to sell braid in your shop, DM us dealer. But you can have here, want to shop for our item, click the link below, and then you have the website link in the bio. So you can see it all looks very clean, very professional. And then all the posts are separated through post, reels, and longer videos. So right now, reels are working extremely well. So we're posting a lot of reels. It gives you the best chance to go viral. And then we have a lot of pictures of people using our braid, people tagging us, a bunch of ads. Obviously, there's me a bunch of times, and just making the brand seem fun, right? You want to post professional content. Some people have professional layouts, but a lot of the popular pages post memes and stuff like that. So you can see those are the posts. You have reels, of course. Reels are doing absolutely incredible, right? You get a lot of views on reels. So 6,000, 12,000 right there, 4,000. Lately, they haven't been doing as good, but look, if we scroll further back, like 18,000, 3,000. There's a few reels that we got like 10 million views on, and that alone generated us like 10,000 followers per video. Let me see if I can find it for you really quick. Like this one, 203,000 people saw that, and it's fishing related, right? It's not necessarily our brand, but I was reposting popular content in the same niche. That way people will be like, oh, look at this Beyond Braid company. Let me check it out. So as we keep scrolling, you can see just general content all about fishing, all about our niche. Now I'm going to go and find that crazy video so you can see the engagement on it. So you see 22K right here, 506,000, 460,000 there, 70,000 there, 20,000 here, 183,000, 187,000, 154,000, 300,000, 126,000, 9.3 million. And this was not my video. It was just a viral video that I reposted. 3 million views right there as well. And 1.5 million views as well there. So this is just a quick little tip. If you're in the makeup industry, right, and you see videos that are going viral in the makeup industry, or a video that has to do with your business, but it's not your video, simply repost it. There's an app that you can download on your phone called Repost. You download the post, post it on your social media, and simply just tag the person, right? People love to be reshared. No one's ever going to yell at you saying, hey, delete my post. That doesn't ever happen. And stuff like that can help your business grow tremendously. And there's pages that do this all the time. So if you see things that are going viral on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, just repost it, give credit, and it'll help your business grow. So this was the Instagram. Now let's head over to the TikTok. You can see we got 7,000 followers on TikTok. And it's just, again, a bunch of viral videos. Some of the stuff is me. Some of the stuff is videos that we repost. Sometimes customers send some stuff in. And it's all just trying to build engagement for your company, show what your company's about. Look at this one, 521,000 views. We've gotten a few videos with a few million views. So TikTok is an awesome way to build brand awareness and have fun doing it, right? I make stupid little singing videos like this. We have customers that send us videos all the time. You could do reaction videos with 60,000 views, like a customer just put his line on our reel and I made a stupid sound. So TikTok is all about going viral. There's been brands built in today's business environment that use no advertising, just going viral on TikTok, which is crazy. So I suggest you take advantage of all the channels, because that's what they're there to do, is spread the word about your business. So if you're going to use YouTube, make educational videos. Again, back to the makeup business. If you have a makeup company, right, do how to put on makeup tutorials and make them 5-10 minutes long of just doing your makeup. If you have a knife business for Ryan Knives, right, I have a cooking YouTube channel. I can make cooking videos just using the knife, just a normal cooking video about making a steak, and then just mention the knife, right, and grow the brand like that. For fishing, I'm going to start doing more just regular fishing videos, going to the beach, going to the ponds or the lakes, and just making content about fishing, because people like to follow that. So look at the people who are most successful in your industry and kind of implement what they're doing, because they probably have a lot of followers for a reason. So if you can do what they're doing, but with your own unique twist, you can start building an audience and really leveraging social media. This is the last point I'll make. Social media really pushes your brand and business over the edge and really makes it seem legit, right? If you can build a following, people see it's a credible business, they have people posting, they have customers posting. It builds trust with your customers, and that's the whole entire goal, is to build trust with someone and get them to buy your product. The more someone can trust you, the more business they're going to do with you, the more they're going to buy your product. So building social media is absolutely crucial. It's not a do or die, but if you can do this and build a really, really good social media page around your business, you'll crush it and take your products and business to the next level. So simple video, but just wanted to go through what our stuff looks like, what we use it for, and how you can implement this in your exact business as well. So see you in the next section. In this section, I want to go over with you influencer marketing. Now, what is influencer marketing? Influencer marketing is when you take someone with a lot of followers, a big following, whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, someone with a large following that has an influence or an audience of people that will buy whatever they tell them to buy. An influencer could be a celebrity, a pro athlete, a musician, anyone with a big following, or just content creators online. So YouTubers with 50,000 plus subscribers, great. Actually, no, you can get as little as 10,000 subscribers. Basically, an influencer is someone with any type of following. Now you have macro influencers and you have micro influencers. A micro influencer is someone with a smaller following, but dedicated to a specific niche. Now, a macro influencer can be someone in a specific niche, but with a really big following. Now, what you can do is actually reach out to these people and either pay them to promote your product or give them free product and have them promote your business or your product. Now, this is an awesome way to drive a lot of business. It's an awesome way to get user-generated content because these people will create content for you. That's what they do. That's what they're making their money doing, is creating content on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc. So I'm going to provide you with some examples in my business, and the return on investment is pretty incredible when you do this correctly. So let's hop into the computer and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So these are all the discount codes I have created, and you can see, ignore like Black and all these, this is for Black Friday and stuff, but look, you have Levi, Joey 10. These are new influencers that we've reached out to, Slappin', Joey E, and these haven't been used because these are all pretty new. But what I want to show you is one of our bigger influencers. His name is Blue Gabe. Now, Blue Gabe is a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber in the fishing, hunting, outdoors industry / niche. So naturally, fishing line for my business goes perfect with Blue Gabe's audience, and they love Blue Gabe. They trust what he says, and when he promotes it, they buy it. So let me quickly go to YouTube and show you Blue Gabe's channel so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see Blue Gabe, he's got 444,000 subscribers, and he makes all types of videos about fishing, hunting, all that kind of good stuff, right? And what you can see is this is what he'll do. Let me just come to one of his recent videos. So here's a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see Gabe is a fisherman, awesome fisherman, and look at this.
If y'all are interested in this American flag Beyond Braid, go in the link in the description below this video and you can click on the link, and then you can also use my promo code BlueGabe to save 10%. This stuff is actually really, really nice. They do have tons of other colors, not just American flag. Green, white, pink, I mean all kinds of colors. Look at that.
And there you go. It's literally as simple as that, right? He actually enjoys using our products, and he just mentions it here and there in all of his videos. Now, I don't pay Blue Gabe anything. All we do is hook him up with some free fishing line. Whenever he asks for it, he'll text me and be like, hey, Ryan, need this for my new reel. And I've probably given him $100, $150 worth of product. Now look at this ROI. Ready? Let's come over to his discount code. And his code has been used 150 times and has generated $7,850 in sales. And I've probably given him $100 worth of fishing line. Let that sink in. That's basically $7,000 of free sales because he's an influencer. And look, this is all he does. When I come back over to his channel, you click show more, and all he does is say, hey, for more information, go to Beyond Braid and order this. And this video has 172,000 views, and it's going to continue to get views. That is how influencer marketing works, right? You have someone who's popular in a niche, you send them your product, or you actually pay them. Like I have some influencers that actually pay to do promotions. I'm gonna go ahead and show you another one. His name is McGrath. McGrath Fishing is his channel. And he's a smaller influencer. Look, he's only got 4,300 subscribers. And we actually paid him, I think it was like 100 or 150 bucks for like a month or two just to make some content with our fishing line. Now I'm gonna go over to my channel so you can actually see the exact video he made. So here we go. You can see here's the video with McGrath.
Hooked up. I'm the Beyond Braid too. It's handling great. Oh god. Wrapped on that pylon. Honestly, awesome fight. Came loose. I got it out, and here it is. Big old mama. All right, guys. If there was any question about Beyond Braid, I think that answered everything right there. Wrapped around a wooden pylon. Was able to fight that fish out of it and catch my fish. Great braid, great texture, cast durability, amazing. Look at that. Beyond Braid is.
So there you go. It's literally as simple as getting your product in the hands of people who have an influence and people who use it. And not only does this help us generate sales, but it gets something called user-generated content, which is known as UGC. And this is perfect for Facebook ads, for videos on your website, proof of concept, right? When people start seeing faces they recognize using their products, they go to buy. So influencer marketing is super, super powerful. And now I'm gonna just show you a couple emails and a couple quick templates of what you should say. So here is a quick email that I sent to Chelsea. She is oh wow, I spelled her name wrong. Look at that. But here's a quick email I sent to Chelsea reaching out because she has like 200,000 followers on Instagram and has a YouTube channel and a fishing business. So I said, hey, Chelsea, my name is Ryan. I run Beyond Braid. I saw your IG page and love your content, and I noticed you follow us. She actually followed our business page. Would love the chance to sponsor you, get some braided line of fluorocarbon in your hands. You can check out the website. We have loads of blah, blah, blah. Let me know what you think. Happy to jump on a call with you. My cell is below. So that is a longer version. Now you can do this over direct message or DM on Instagram and say something similar saying, hey man, love your content. Would love to get you some free product in your hand. Or you could say, hey, so-and-so influencer, are you doing any paid sponsorships at this time? We would love to have you represent our brand. And the way you do that, right? You negotiate whatever deal. Typically, people are good with free product. If they do want you to pay, you just got to look at how big their audience is and how much sales you think they can generate. But then all you're going to do is come over to this discount section. You're going to go ahead and create a discount code. Let's say the next person who does its name is Nick Johnson 10. That's Nick Johnson's discount code. You make it 10%, right? And then you save the code under their name. And then you're going to give them that code to promote on all their channels, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And then again, just like Blue Gabe, let's again hop over back to Blue Gabe's discount code. You can see how much sales it's produced. And then you can actually pay them 10% commission. That's what we do with most of our influencers, is we'll pay them 10% commission on all the sales they generate. So Gabe has made about $785 because of promoting Beyond Braid. So it's a win-win for both parties. Not only do you get promotion for your business, the influencer's making money, you're getting great content, and it's a win-win-win. And this is how you really blow up your brand, because you can get some pretty big influencers. Like there's this apparel brand that I've seen, and he reached out to big influencers in the NBA, and he got all these big NBA stars to wear his stuff, and he blew up. Very little ad spend, right? A lot of viral content when making influencer marketing content. So influencer marketing is huge. The script is very simple. You can reach out to 5, 10, 15 people per day to do this. It's another angle besides Facebook ads. And guys, the free product exchange is so worth it. Like again, with Gabe, I've given him $100, $150 of free product, and it's done $8,000 in sales. And he hasn't been promoting us that long, maybe 6 months or so. And he really wanted to try out the product first for like a year, and he didn't hit me back up. I thought it was a lost cost. And one day he's like, hey man, I love your line. I'm going to start promoting it. So influencer marketing is huge for your channels through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and it really helps build a brand. It helps you make sales, and it helps you look way more legit. So influencer marketing, super, super awesome. On to the next section. I want to talk to you about customer service. So when selling online, you get a lot of customer service inquiries to your inbox. Think about it. If you've ever bought something from an online store, typically there's a few things you want to know. When is my order going to ship? Can I have my tracking number? Is it delivered? You got the wrong thing, right? These are the common problems that every online store faces. So there's two ways to go about this. You could either handle all of these inquiries yourself, or you can hire what's called a virtual assistant. But before we go into that, I'm gonna just show you the flow of where customers actually reach out. Let's hop over to my store really quick. You can see on my Beyond Braid store, I put this little contact us page. So people would put in their name, they're put in their email, and then they would put in their message, right? Once they click send, it actually goes to a general inbox. So I'm gonna drag that over so you can see it. And this is the general inbox, right? This is where all our customer inquiries go. And you'll get something that looks like this. Beyond Braid, new customer has a question, right? You click on it, checking in on my order status. This is not planned. Please do not contact Richard Collins here. So checking on my order status. Here, what you would do is take this email. You would go into Shopify. You would go into orders and you would search. Right? You look up Richard Collins, you look up his order, and he is checking on his order status, which seems to be delivered. You can see the tracking number automatically uploaded to Shopify, and his order was actually delivered. So I'll come back here and I will reply. Once you click reply, it goes directly to him. Say, hey, Richard, your order is and you can see it's signed regards Faye. I don't do my customer service inquiries. I have hired a virtual assistant to take care of that for me. But I'll send this message. But I just wanted to show you the flow of what happens when a customer inquires. So what I suggest in the beginning, I want you to actually do your very own customer service. That way you actually get a feel for what your customers are reaching out for, whether it's shipping times, tracking times, problems with the product, they ordered the wrong thing, and start making a list of standard procedures and frequently asked questions that eventually you can pass on to your virtual assistant. So I used to do all of my customer service in the beginning, and it is time consuming, right? It is time consuming to do emails. I would have to do them every day. To have a highly rated brand and a well-known brand, you have to be known for customer service and quick responses. So these people that inquire in my business get answers in less than 24 hours. That's what I've instructed my virtual assistant to do. So in the beginning, if you want, go ahead and reach out and answer all your customer inquiries and actually start writing down processes and frequently asked questions to then pass off to a virtual assistant. So once you do that, I'm going to show you exactly where to find a virtual assistant. So what you'll do is come over to a website called Upwork, or you could use Fiverr.com. And essentially, you'll just search for customer service for Shopify or e-commerce, right? Let's do customer service. And you can see it'll actually populate a whole bunch of people who could do customer service. Now, the best work for the cheapest price is typically someone who's going to be in the Philippines. You can find someone who will work for $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 an hour to work on your specific job. So that's what I did with Faye. So Faye, this is her long name, but I call her Faye. And you can see I've hired her for 959 hours and I've paid her a total of $7,600 since she started. And I pay her about $8 an hour. So I found Faye just by going on Upwork.com. I typed in e-commerce, Shopify, customer service, and I found Faye to work with. And over time, as I did customer service myself in the beginning, I developed an FAQ sheet and a formal process sheet of what I want Faye to answer. So I'm going to drag that over so you can see it. So you can see I put together just very basic questions. Like when people ask, where is Beyond Braid made? It's made in China. What is Beyond Braid made of? This certain material, right? How many strands, right? So basically just frequently ask questions that you want your virtual assistant to answer. Now, what else I would do is actually make them like a screen sharing type video and give them exactly what you want, whether it's uploading tracking information, sending them specific messages for specific responses. Like I have a whole list of templates that I have for my virtual assistant to make her life a little bit easier. So with these virtual assistants, you have to tell them exactly what you want. Don't leave it up to them to decide what to answer. Tell them exactly what the question is going to be and exactly what the answer is. So when someone asks, hey, where's my order, or I need an update on my order, the process you should instill is tell your virtual assistant Go to Shopify, grab the tracking number, send it to the customer, look at the tracking number, see where it is, see is it going to be delivered tomorrow, and give the customer an update. Hey, sir, here's your tracking number. I just checked the tracking. It looks like it's going to be delivered on Friday, the 22nd. Please let us know if you have any questions. So you have to be very instructional to your virtual assistants to make sure they get the job done exactly how you want it. Write them out. It's called a standard list of procedures, SOPs. Now, as you scale your business, you're going to want to hire 1, 2, maybe 3 virtual assistants for a whole bunch of different tasks. Like when I have something like data entry that I don't want to do, I go to Fiverr or Upwork and hire a virtual assistant. For customer service, I rather not focus my time on customer service because I can spend my time making video ads or producing content or looking for new products. Busy work is meant for virtual assistants. If your time is worth more than $8 an hour and you can afford $6, $7, $8 an hour, $8 an hour is actually a little bit expensive, but Faye's really, really good at her job. Hire out a virtual assistant. That way you can focus on more profitable tasks for your business. So this was just a quick little section on customer service and hiring virtual assistants. Again, hire virtual assistants for everything you need to do. They will save your time. They will save your life in your business. And they're honestly really, really good people. You can communicate with them directly through Upwork, or you can communicate with them on Skype or WhatsApp, whatever other channels you have, email. There's many other platforms that you can communicate with them, not just on Upwork. And Upwork automatically charges your card. So you can upload your credit card directly to Upwork. They work a certain amount of hours. You can actually monitor how they're working and see screenshots that Upwork takes of their computer to see and make sure they're being productive. And they take care of everything. So Upwork is a great, great place to hire your first virtual assistant. So on to the next section. In this section, I want to go over setting up a support email that has your own domain name. So as you start getting orders, you're going to get a lot of customer service inquiries via email, and you want your customers to be reaching out to an email that doesn't end in @AOL.com or @gmail.com. So for our example, RyanKnives@gmail.com doesn't look good. You want to have your domain name at the end of that email, like info@RyanKnives or sales@RyanKnives or customer support @RyanKnives. So let's hop into the screen share and I'll show you exactly how to do this. But first, you will have to have bought your domain name on Shopify in order to do this. So let's hop in the screen share. So once you're on your website, you're going to go over to settings. You're going to come over on the left-hand side and go to domains. Now I'm just going to hop over to Beyond Braid because I haven't bought the Ryan Knives domain yet, but I'll show you what it looks like. So once you come to domains and you've purchased your domain, you'll see your domains are active right here. So for this example, we're going to use the Ryan Maya domain. We're going to click manage. So what you're going to do is come over to here and click add forwarding address. You'll type in customer service. You don't need to put @ or anything because it has it here. And then your forwarding email address could be your Ryan Cooking@gmail, right? Just for an example. And then you'll click save, and then it will officially set that up. So people will be contacting customer service @ryanmaya.com. That way your customers will be able to actually send inquiries to an email address that has your brand in it and your domain in it. It just makes it look a lot more official and makes it look like you're a legit company and you know what you're doing, basically. So this was just a short, quick video to add another level of customer service, add another level of branding to your website, and help you and help your customers get really, really good customer service. So on to the next section. In this section, we're going to set up a contact page on your website so your customers can actually have a place to reach out to you when they have a question about their order or a question about the product or whatever it is you're selling. You want to get in touch with your customers. So let's hop on the screen share and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here we're on my Beyond Braid website. You can see right here, I have a contact us page. When you click on it, it says, shoot us a message. If you have any questions about our braided line, your order status, or need a tracking number, or anything else, shoot us a message. We'll get back with you. The customer can put in their name, their email, their message, and click send, and it'll go to your email inbox. So let's go ahead and set this up. So what you're going to do is come over to Online Store on the left-hand side. You're going to go to Pages, and you're going to go to Add a Page. There might be a Contact Us page just from your theme, but if not, you'll click Add a Page. You will go ahead and name it Contact Us. And then on the right-hand side, usually all your themes should have a Contact Us default. So you'll, or a contact us template, excuse me. So you'll go ahead and click save. So now you have that saved. What you're going to do is come over to the left-hand side and click navigation. You're going to go to your main menu. And what you're going to do is click add menu item. Once you do that, you'll type in contact us. And under link, you'll go to pages. And then you'll see I had these made before, but you'll select the page you just made. You'll click add. And then it added in. You'll click save menu. And now, once you go back to your website, you will now on your main menu bar have a contact us page appear where your customers can get in touch with you. So this was a quick, simple video to improve your customer service quality, right? You want to give your customers a chance to communicate with you if they have any questions, if they have any questions about their order, their product. I used to get so many emails just from this page about wholesale ordering, which generated a couple $100,000 in sales, right? So you need to be able to communicate with your customers. You could add a phone number on here if you want. It might be a little crazy to add your personal cell number, but if you feel confident enough to do that, you can do it. I've done e-commerce for so long, for like 8 years, and never had a phone number on my website. It's all good. As long as you can communicate with your customers via email and they can reach out to you, you're good. So this was just a quick little section to improve your customer service quality. I'll see you guys in the next section. Alrighty, so in this next chapter of the course, we're going to be talking about how to actually scale from a drop shipping store to a real giant, long-lasting brand that's going to cash flow on a day-to-day basis. You're going to build a trustworthy business. You're going to build a big customer list. You're going to have repeating customers. You're going to build this really big business that either you can keep for yourself to cash flow for years, or you could eventually exit. So that's what this next chapter is about. It's all about how to actually scale the dropshipping model and the dropshipping business. So first of all, the dropshipping method really should be only used for a couple things, right? Number one, if you're young and you don't have a lot of cash saved up, right? The dropshipping method is a good way to build up cash reserves, save up money to eventually invest in buying inventory for a product or invest in starting a big brand, right? That's kind of what dropshipping should be used for. Another thing dropshipping is really, really good for is for identifying winning products. Now, if you have a lot of money, right? Let's say you have $50,000, $100,000, $500,000 already saved up, ready to invest in a brand. You might not want to go out and just start branding and buying inventory for products because you don't even know if those products will sell. So what the dropship model is good for is testing products, proving the proof of concept, a little alliteration there. But yeah, you're essentially proving to see if products will actually sell. So before I started buying inventory for Fishing Line, what I did was drop ship that product until I had so much confidence that I knew, hey, if I go spend $50,000 on inventory right now, I'm going to be able to sell that inventory, right? That was a risk I was not willing to take, was buy inventory without knowing I was going to sell it. So that's what drop shipping is really good for, is proving that this specific product sells, whether it's a knife, whether it's fishing line, whether it's a lamp, whether it's anything, right? Just proving that you could actually sell that product before going out and branding it yourself. So in the next few videos, I'm going to talk to you about things like where to find great suppliers, how to reach out to those suppliers, what to actually say to those suppliers, how to negotiate with them, how to get products designed, how to get them imported into the United States, where to store them. Basically, all you need to know A to Z from creating a real brand and a real business based out of the United States, so you can actually start building a big business. But before I do that, I want to show you some information on the computer, kind of to give you a little bit of motivation in what's possible when you start scaling out this business, not only for product wise, but you actually start scaling across other channels. So let's pull this up real quick. All right, so we're in front of my Shopify store. This is today. We've got about $2,000 in sales, but let's hop over to this tab. So this is half of the store. We actually switched stores sometime last year, but you can see, look, $1.8 million in sales with a 15% returning customer rate. So you can see fishing, right? Fishing gets hot during the summer. You can see each month we had 1,000 new customers, 200 returning customers, 1,500 new customers, 300 returning customers, 500 returning customers, 700 returning customers, 400 returning customers, 561 returning customers. So as you build a brand, as you start implementing email marketing, SMS, text messages, building a list, building your social media, you start to see results like this and get returning customers. Now, this is just Shopify. Now, I'd say about 6 months into building my brand, I said, hey, I'm going to try selling on Amazon. And that was probably one of the smartest decisions I've ever made. So let's hop over to Amazon and see what we've done since. So you can see almost $700,000 on Amazon. And I started in right around July. So late June, July 2020. And you can see Amazon is a really slow curve, right? Once we got our products on there, it was a big learning curve. But you can see once it started to catch traction, once we started to get reviews, that thing took off like a rocket ship. And we had a $6,000 day. But when you do it in months, right? We went from making $5,000, $10,000 a month to our biggest month on Amazon was $90,000. And this wasn't even an existing selling channel for us before. We didn't even have Amazon active. So Amazon's going to be the next leg of our business. And we're probably going to do a couple $1 million on Amazon a year. So not only did I go from Shopify to Amazon, but I also expanded onto eBay. So let's look on our eBay sales. So this is just year to date eBay sales, $54,000. Not a huge number, right? But not a small number either. 55 grand is 55 grand. And this is just for 2021. We started selling on eBay before we even started selling on Amazon. So I think last year on eBay, we did like 60 something thousand dollars in sales. So $120,000 of sales that we would have never gotten had we not joined eBay. And now the next one, last but not least, this one I probably should have gotten started a long time ago. But again, better late than never, is Walmart. So Walmart.com, Walmart's trying to compete with Amazon and make their own fulfillment services, their own platform where you can buy this stuff. So you can see we literally started Walmart. This says August, but I think we started Walmart like in late September. We've done $1,800 in sales. Honestly, I haven't paid attention to it that much just because this is a very busy time of year for us. But I got up some general PPC ads, some general photographs. Haven't really paid attention to the listing, but it's still generating sales. So you can see we spent a little bit of money and we've started generating some revenue. So as I start taking that more serious, I'm sure that's going to be an additional channel to start doing well. One last thing I forgot to mention, there's actually a 5th channel of where you can sell. So for my product specifically, I've branded it in a way where I could actually sell it to retail stores, brick and mortar stores. So again, my fishing line product, it's this right here. Right, I packaged it with a little wall hanger, so when I sell it to stores, they can actually hang it on the wall and sell it for retail. So that's one thing you can consider when you're doing your packaging design is, hey, do I want to design my packaging for it to be suitable for retail? So I'll show you. Let's hop into the computer really quick. So you can see this is just since July, since we started tracking it. The actual number of retail sales is probably double this. Again, this is wholesale. So I'm selling it to brick and mortar stores for about half my cost. So let's say my product's $22. I sell it to them for $13. They sell it for $22. I'm still making money because that product only cost me $3-4, right? So the month of July, we did $18,000. August, not too great, $8,000. September is actually when I hired a full-time salesperson to come on board. We did $13,000. He was getting trained up at this period. October, $28,000 in sales. So again, this was just an additional $77,000 of revenue just for these last few months. I'm sure that number is actually a lot bigger, but that's just another avenue you can go. You could actually brand your products in a way where you could sell it to brick and mortar stores. And I landed a meeting with a big box retailer. I don't want to say who it is, but they have like 500 stores across the country. So that can be another chance for us to expand our brand. So the whole premises here is when you spend money, I'm going to come back over to Amazon really quick. What's basically going to happen is when you start spending a lot of money on Facebook ads, you're scaling your Facebook ads, you're getting a lot of customer acquisitions on Facebook. Naturally, people are going to go over to Google. they're going to go over to Walmart, they're going to go over to Amazon and see if your product is for sale on Amazon. So a lot of sales on Amazon, I think, were actually attributed to our Facebook marketing and our Instagram marketing, because we push hard on Instagram and Facebook ads in our niche. So people naturally spill over to these other channels like eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. So that's how you scale this whole business. It all starts with pushing hard on Facebook, finding that winning product, scaling that product, listing your products on other channels, and continuing going hard on advertising on all the other channels, and eventually branching out and making a lot of money on each individual channel. So this year, again, the business will do 2 million plus. Next year, I think we do 4 or 5 million plus, because we have some more products coming. But again, this is how you start scaling and growing this business into a real business, because people are buying online brands like crazy right now. I'm talking about big corporations offering millions and millions of dollars for brands just like this. So eventually you can find your product. And again, it only takes one product. It takes one product. I sell fishing line. That's it. Just fishing line. Comes in a few colors, but it's just fishing line. It takes one product to grow and expand into a really, really big business. We're going to do millions and millions of dollars of sales. So again, this next section is all about scale, how to scale this thing to the moon. And I'm going to go over everything you need to know, whether it's buying inventory, talking to suppliers, where to do it. We will go over, but this is just to show you anything is possible when you start with one product, one Facebook ad, you put it together, and it works, right? You never know what's going to happen unless you start to test things out, turn your ads on live, and you just got to start. So this next section is all about scale, how we're going to scale this into a real full-time business. In this section, I want to show you exactly where to find high-quality suppliers when you're ready to purchase inventory and scale your business. So let's hop into the screen share, and we're going to head on over to Alibaba.com. Now, Alibaba and AliExpress go hand in hand. Alibaba actually owns AliExpress, and what Alibaba is, it's essentially a giant wholesale website for suppliers all over the world, suppliers and manufacturers. So think of it this way. AliExpress is more like the Amazon, where you can actually order one product at a time directly from your supplier. Alibaba is kind of the wholesale version of Amazon, if they really had one, if that makes sense. So let's just hop into the screen share and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here we are in Alibaba. It actually looks very, very similar to AliExpress, right? So let's just dive right in and search for a product. So you could actually search for individual products, and Alibaba will match your products with suppliers. So let's just type in chef, right? We'll search up chef knife and we'll see what comes up. So immediately it is a little bit different than AliExpress, right? Where AliExpress, you would see a bunch of different products that you can immediately purchase in their price. Here, they're telling you there's minimum order quantities for these items. So this one, look, 2,000 pieces for a minimum order. This one only requires 2 sets for a minimum order, 10 sets, right? So you're scrolling through this and you can see all the different types of products. Now, AliExpress does have these little badges, like they're a verified supplier. They've been a supplier for 1 year, where they're located. Usually these diamonds and little marks deal with the trade assurance, right? So these are all ways to verify if these are legit suppliers. And guys, most of the sellers on AliExpress, they are verified sellers. Like, you don't have to worry. These are big corporations. Like, I'm talking about massive corporations, and I'll show you, you can actually see the size of the company. So let's just look into one of them, right? Let's go in. This guy's got, see, they've been around for 4 years. They've got 4.7 stars, right? And they've got a bunch of these little diamond things. So let's click into this one. And you can see they make tons of different kinds of knives. Now, what I've learned in the past, you could see company profile. It'll actually tell you they have 11 to 50 people working there. They were established in 2018. You can actually see videos of their factory, which is pretty neat. So you can see exactly who you're working with. And you can look at a lot more information, right? They have production capacity, quality control, research and development, trade capacity, company overview, buyer reviews. I don't know if I should trust these reviews. I'm not really sure how Alibaba does their reviews, but it's up to you if you want to trust the reviews or not. But again, they have product details, right? They have little videos. They have descriptions of what they make. And you could actually, and look, they have very, very high quality images. So again, these are very big companies that do a lot of business throughout the entire world. And what you could do is actually reach out to these suppliers. Most of them actually have a catalog of products. So while this one's only showing one knife, this company probably makes hundreds of types of knives. So I'm going to teach you in the next section how to actually communicate and what to do to reach out to these people. But briefly, I wanted to just show you where you could actually find these suppliers, right? And again, I'm just showing you their page, right? They've got a lot of helpful information on their products, yada, 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 yada. So if we go back, or let's look for another type of product. Let's think of something really random, like ballpoint pen, right? Something super random like a ballpoint pen. And you can find suppliers that make ballpoint pens, right? These are pretty cool looking pens. These look like these Mont Blanc pens, and minimum order 200 pieces, 500 pieces. So Alibaba is honestly the shit. There's no other way to say it. You can talk to so many people and get access to so many suppliers. And look, if you come over to the left-hand side, you can even filter it by region, right? So if you want suppliers in China, in Germany, in Italy, in Japan, let's see who's in the United States. There's even suppliers in the United States, which is pretty cool. If you want made in the USA, you can get made in the USA. Now, typically, US suppliers will cost more money, just natural, right? Things made in the US cost more money. But if you really want a made in the US product, you have the ability to search through this, right? The other day, my mom wanted candles, right? She's working on her business and she wanted to hand out like 100 free candles. So I came over here and typed in candles. And what do you know? You can find pretty cheap, good looking candles. And now it's up to you, right? When you go through this, it's up to you to do your research on these suppliers, collect samples from multiple factories. Like when I was vetting my fishing line, I think I got like 12 factories to send me samples, and I used each and every one and picked the best one. So you can go and just pick someone and hope they're good, or you can actually go through it and look through quality, look through the samples, test it out yourself, and see which one is the best. So this was just a basic introduction to Alibaba.com. This is where you're going to source your products and get in touch with your suppliers. And now in the next section, I'm going to show you exactly what to do and how to reach out to these suppliers so you can get in contact with them and get in constant communication. So I'll see you guys in the very next section. So before I hop into how to contact suppliers, like I know I just promised you I would, I wanted to just show you this really cool website. So let's hop over to the computer really quick. So we're at a website called ImportYeti.com. Now, what ImportYeti.com is, I actually learned this recently in the past few months on TikTok, believe it or not. But what you could do is actually search for companies in the United States, right, or brands that you know of, and see where they're importing their goods from, which factories they're buying their stuff from. So essentially, right, the TikTok I saw was you can type in Lululemon and see where Lululemon is sourcing their stuff from. So let's hop into the computer and show you an example. So what's a big name company in the fishing industry, right? Pure Fishing. Pure Fishing owns like 30 giant fishing brands. They're the go-to fishing company in the United States. They own all the big brands. So let's type in Pure Fishing and see what comes up. So you can see it'll tell you most recent shipments, total shipments. So they've gotten 3,000 shipments from China. And it'll even tell you who their suppliers are. Foshan Nanghai Global Song Fishing Tackle, right? Let's just click into this and see what more information it gives us. And it tells you everything about their... Okay, so you could see Pure Fishing hasn't ordered a lot this year, but they were ordering a lot last year. And you could see it literally tells you who their suppliers are. If you have a brand that you know that, hey, I want my stuff to be exactly like them. Let's say like Yeti cups, right? You can actually find the exact supplier that Yeti uses, and then it's as simple as this. You take Shandong Weihai Hanku fishing tackle, whatever, right? You can copy this. You come over to Google, you paste it, and look, what do you know? They have their very own website. So now you can actually reach out to the supplier directly and get their information. Look, so you could see Pure Fishing gets some of their fishing equipment done from these people. So you can go to About Us, Products, and you can see they make fishing rods, right? So you can click Contact Us, and they have their email and their telephone and fax information and their address. So importyeti.com, this is just a little pro tip. If you have a brand, let's say you're starting an apparel brand, or you're starting a new Hydro Flask, Yeti, insulated bottle company, right? You can search the names of these big brands in Import Yeti and see who their suppliers are. So Import Yeti is a cool little trick to find really, really high quality suppliers by doing a little bit of research. So like I promised, in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to reach out to these suppliers and learn exactly what to say to get their attention. So see you in the next video. This section, what I want to go over is once you find a manufacturer or a listing that you want to pursue, how to actually reach out to these people and what to actually say. So let's hop into the screen share and let's just find an example of a chef knife. So once you find a supplier that you want to reach out to, right? Let's say this is a supplier that we want to inquire about. We're going to go ahead and click Contact Supplier here on the right-hand side. So here, it's going to ask you detailed requirements. Now, I have a basic template that I like to use, and I'll show you in my messages exactly what to say. This is actually my Alibaba account, and this is the exact message I use. Hello, my name is Ryan, and I have an online business here in the US. My top store does 2 million USD per year. I'm looking to get into the knife business. Is it possible to add me on Skype so we can talk more? I give them my email. This is my Skype. Please add me. I would like to discuss some sampling. Thank you, and I look forward to starting our relationship. Now, what I found is these suppliers want to work with serious people, right? So that's why I say, hey, I have a store that does $2 million. Now, when you reach out to these people, you don't have to prove that you have a big business, but let them know that you're serious about making a big order. You're serious about working together. That way they give you the time of day and they give you the attention that you deserve. So that's why I say, hey, my business does $2 million. I'm looking to expand. Now, the next reason I give them my Skype is because Skype is the channel that I use to communicate with all my suppliers. I don't like doing it through Alibaba just because I don't get the notifications and it's just easier. I can have Skype on my phone and on my computer. And if some of your suppliers do speak English, you could actually do phone calls or Skype calls with your supplier. So that's why Skype gives you the tools to do this. Now, you could do email, you could do Skype. Now in China, a lot of these suppliers are restricted through communication, right? They can't use Facebook or Instagram. I don't even think they can use Google. So you have to be very selective. So they have to be very selective with the channels that they're communicating through. I think they can use WhatsApp, but I prefer Skype. It's just the easiest communication method. It's free. You can send pictures, you can send videos, you can send files. So I have found it is by far the easiest communication source. And let's say whether it's early in the morning or late at night, because they're on a 12-hour time difference, you get the notifications directly to your smartphone or your iPhone, your Android. And I find it to be a lot easier to communicate through Skype. So this is the exact message I would say. What I found is the serious suppliers, people who are actually looking to do business in these bigger corporations with good salespeople, they'll actually go out of their way and go to Skype. Right? So they'll go out of their way and actually message you on Skype. You can see on the left-hand side, I have all of my sales reps that I communicate through. So whether it's knives or other communication methods, I talk to all my suppliers through Skype, right? That's how I know if they're serious. If they go out of their way and actually spend time to message me and inquire, they're actually willing to do business. Now I'm actually designing a knife for my fishing business. This is a fishing fillet knife. And you can see I go back and forth with this woman. And her name's Jane, right? They give themselves American names and they're very, very communicative. We're just trying to settle on a design and a pattern. And although China is 12 hours ahead of us, right? So right now it is 4 o'clock right now. So that means it's 4 or 5 in the morning over there. I think it's like an hour difference or 12 or 13 hour difference. But you'll find the really, really good salespeople, they'll stay up through the middle of the night and communicate with you to land the deal. So that is something that's really, really cool about these suppliers is they work really, really hard to make sure you can get your orders in and build a long-term relationship. Now, look, I scrolled all the way up to my conversation with Jane. You can see the first time she reached out to me was September 9th. So I messaged them on Alibaba, sent them that same message, say, hey, I have a big business. I want to get into the knife business. Please contact me on Skype as I'd like to talk further. And she reached out to me. Hello, nice to see you. This is Jane, sales manager. We are fishing fillet manufacturers, right? So I immediately go into it. Hey, this is my company, blah, 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 blah. This is the exact product I want. What do you guys have, right? And then we immediately go into it. So the thing you have to understand is these manufacturers want long-term relationships, right? They make money when they have long-term business, high quantities of order volume. That's what they look for. So as long as you're convincing and you're telling them, hey, we're going to work together. If this goes right, we're going to place lots of orders together. This is going to be a very, very long relationship. We'll do a lot of business together. That's what they want to hear. That's what's going to get them excited to respond to you. So as you can see, I did that with Jane, and that was back in September. We're now in November, 2 months later, and she still responds to me every single day because I have convinced her that I'm a serious player and I'm going to place a serious order. I think the first order with them, the minimum order quantity is like $25,000. That's a lot of money. And they can tell I'm serious because I'm telling them exactly what I want. I'm giving them product ideas. I'm asking them for samples. I actually ordered samples very, very early to test the quality. So these are just little tips that you got to understand when talking to these suppliers. A lot of these suppliers actually do speak English, right? They type out their messages in English. I've never really done phone calls with suppliers. You don't have to. You could just type out your messages. And I don't know if they use a translator or not. She actually sent me a video and she speaks English. So when reaching out to these suppliers, vet your suppliers, get the samples. And what I like to do is for one product, I like to reach out anywhere from 3 to 5 suppliers, manufacturers, and contact them, see which samples are the best, test quality, see which people are serious about doing business. And you can tell how serious they are about doing business on how fast they respond to you, how often, and how responsive and kind they are to you, because that's what you want. Like, this is your business partner. You don't want someone who you're going to send a message to and they're going to answer you a week later. My top suppliers, I send them a message sometimes in the middle of the day, right? In America, it's the middle of the night for them. They'll wake up and answer me and they're on the ball because they want your business. They know, right? They get that first order, second order, you build that relationship and you start building a real brand. You're going to do a lot more business with them. So again, just come over and type in this exact message, right? Make something up along those lines. Say, hello, my name is such and such. I have a big online business in the United States. I'm looking to get into this space, or I already sell this product. Provide them with some information. If you don't have information and you're just kind of shooting out of the dark, just make it up. Make it sound good. Make it sound enticing for these people to want to do business with you. You have to sell yourself to them that you're a serious player. So my name is Ryan. I have an online business here in the US. My top store does 2 million. If your store doesn't do 2 million, make a freaking number up. I'm looking to get into this knife product, or I already sell this product and I sell a lot of it. I have a lot of experience selling it. I just want to buy some inventory. Is it possible to get on Skype so we can talk more? Go ahead, create a Skype, give them your Skype information. Please add me and discuss sampling. Now, I will send this message on Alibaba to multiple suppliers, like I said, 3 to 5, 5 to 10, and see who's actually serious about responding back. And you'll get a few. You won't get all 10 to respond back, but you'll get probably 3, 4, or 5 to respond back and be serious and message you on Skype. So this is exactly what you should say to your suppliers to get their attention and get the ball rolling on getting your brand started and getting some inventory created for you. So on to the next section. Here's a little pro tip when it comes to order quantities and negotiating prices with your supplier. So what I've learned is these suppliers tend to have a little bit of wiggle room, not much because their prices are already so low, but they do have wiggle room. Don't let them fool you. The more quantity you order, the lower the price you're going to get. So what you can do to test this out, if they have minimum order quantities of 1,000, right? I want you to reach out to these people and say, hey, what are my price breaks if I order 1,000, if I order 3,000, if I order 5,000, and if I order 10,000? Because most of the time, the more you order, you'll see how much wiggle room they actually have. Let's say their product they're trying to sell you is $2.50. Minimum order quantity is 1,000. So that's $2,500 for you, right? You got to pay that. Now, if you say, hey, how low can I get that price if I order 10,000 units? you'll see they might come down a whole 50 cents, right? So now they'll get it to you for $2 a unit. Now, I know these are dollars and cents, very small increments, but when you start ordering thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces, trust me, it makes a big difference. So that's one tactic that I found, right? Always ask, hey, what are the price breaks if I order X amount, right? Let's say just start at their minimum order quantity, whether it's 4,000, 1,000, 500, 6,000, and then multiply it by like 3 or 4, right? So if it's 5,000 minimum order quantity, hey, how much of a discount can you give me if I order 10,000, if I order 15,000, if I order 20,000? This is going to make you seem more credible and make you seem more of a player, like, hey, you're actually serious about placing some big orders. That way you find out and see if they can give you any price breaks. Sometimes some suppliers really don't have any wiggle room and their price is their price and it just is what it is. But a lot of the times they'll have some wiggle room depending on how much you're looking to order. And just bandwagoning off that thought, if you're reaching out to a supplier and their minimum order quantity is, let's say, 5,000 and their product costs $5, that's $20,000 of inventory, right? You might not be ready to go that high. You should always ask for special terms. Hey, this is our first order. I promise we'll do a lot more business together. We need to lower the minimum order quantity in order to get this deal done. Like, be hard with these people. Just constantly negotiate, and I promise you'll get some leeway. So, for example, I was working with a company. They wanted 4,000 pieces as their first order for the minimum order quantity. And I said, I absolutely cannot do that. I'm ready to do this deal today, but I need 2,000 as the minimum order quantity. So it went from me spending, I think it was like $18,000. We ended up investing $9,000. That's a big difference. That's a 50% markdown. So you could always try and negotiate that minimum order quantity. Again, some factories have a strict minimum order quantity, but as long as you present yourself seriously and say that you guys are going to do long-term business, which you should, right? That should be your goal. They should be able to work with you in lower prices and lower minimum order quantities. So those are 2 quick little pro tips when it comes to ordering your big batch of your inventory for your brand. On to the next section. In this section, I want to go over something about buying inventory, something that's non-negotiable, something that you can't skip, and that's buying samples before you purchase. So I'm going to give you a little example of what I'm doing right now. So currently, I'm looking to develop a fishing fillet knife, and I have samples from one supplier. I have a sample from supplier number 2. Let's put it away before I chop my finger off. I have samples from suppliers 3 and 4, and I have samples from supplier 5. So I have 5 different suppliers that I've reached out to ensure the quality is where I want for these knives. So before I even considered purchasing one or working with one or the other, I made sure I got samples and really tested them out for like a week before I proceeded moving forward. Same with the fishing line. I'm going to give you a very important example where I made a huge mistake. I ordered 1,000 spools of fishing line, and something happened in the sample process where I thought I was ordering something and I ended up ordering something different that didn't work. So I ordered 1,000 units and the price ranged anywhere from $1 to like $16 per unit. So I think the total order was like $7,000, and it didn't come out how I wanted it to come out, which was unfortunate because either I messed up or the supplier messed up. I forget where in the supply chain it went wrong, but it's very important to get samples so you know exactly what to expect when you place that big order, because the last thing you want to happen is you place a $10, $15, $20, $30,000 order of inventory and it doesn't come out how you want it to come out. And at that point, you're screwed, right? There's no refunds at that point. So just a little quick tip, make sure you're getting your samples. Make sure you actually use the product, like put it through a durability test, whether it's a makeup tool, like use it for a week or 2, whether it's knives, go cut food and cook for 2 days, a week straight and use it every day. Make sure it's up to the quality that you want, whether it's like a shower head, plug it into your shower and use it for a long time, like a week or 2, and just make sure the product's up to your standard, because you really want a high quality product at the end of the day. So get your samples from all your suppliers, vet out 3 to 5 suppliers, but make sure you're getting your samples. Very, very important. Do not skip this step or else you're going to regret it down the line. On to the next video. In this section, I want to talk to you about the quality of your products that you should be looking for when you're looking to expand the business. So very simply put, when you're looking to buy inventory, you want to look to buy as high quality product as you can. And what I mean by that is you're going to find a different range of products and suppliers and quality. And I suggest always going with the higher quality products. Spend a little bit more money and make your product a little bit higher quality. So for example, I'm just going to come back to these knives that I have. So I got 4 different knives. All of these are different, whether it's the handle, like you can see right there. So you can see the handle on this one is a little bit different than the handle on this one, right? A little bit different. Now, what else is different from these is the actual blade quality. So the steel on this one, this is like 5CR, they just call it a certain type of steel, is different than the steel on this one, right? This one, you can see the tone is actually a little bit different. I don't know. Yep, camera can kind of see it. So this kind of steel is actually a higher quality steel. It's a sharper steel that supposedly lasts longer. And I did test it myself. It was and does seem a little bit sharper than this other type of steel. Now the price difference, I think it's like $1.50 more per knife, right? So this knife, I think it's like $5 or $6 to make. With the upgraded steel, it's an additional $1.50. And that makes a big difference when you're ordering, again, 4,000, 5,000 units. That's an additional $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 that you got to put down. But the reason I'm doing that is because I want to focus on quality and really differentiate myself than other fillet knives on the market, because I went through and did some product research, right? Whether it's on Amazon or other websites, you go in and you look at the reviews and see what can the product be improved upon. So what I found, this is actually a company called KastKing, right? They're #1 on Amazon for fillet knives, but they do have some negative reviews. And what I found was they're saying the blade is sharp out of the box, but it dulls after a few uses, right? And they actually used the lower grade of steel, right? The one like this. Now, what I did, and I went to the manufacturer, I said, hey, what kind of steel do they use? And I gave them the name. It's like 34HCR. I said, do you have a sharper or better quality steel? And they said, yeah, we actually have 2 levels better. So that's one thing I'm doing to differentiate my product, is put better steel quality so the blade is sharper and it's going to last longer. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm shooting for a higher quality product. That way, when I go to sell these products, I can really build brand loyalty through high quality products. It's going to help you build your brand easier. When you have a high quality product, people recommend it to their friends. They leave good reviews, and it just makes it a lot easier for you to grow your brand. The second thing I'm doing with this knife is I'm changing the grip. So this is like kind of the standard grip that it comes with from the factory, right? It's kind of this plain generic grip. I don't love it. So what I did was ask the supplier, said, hey, can I change the grip to my own design? And of course they can, right? So I had my graphic designer make a whole cool pattern for me with our logo, and it actually looks pretty sick. And I'll actually show you a little screenshot of the final design we decided on, but you can see we customized the logo, we customized the handle grip, and we customized the color. Now, all this costs extra, right? There's a fee to open up a mold to get the pattern we want, but I went through for like 2 months trying to design this thing to make it really stand out and have the highest quality possible, because I know when someone uses it, they're gonna be like, wow, this knife is actually really good. This company is legit, product is legit. Let me show my buddy who also fishes and hand him this knife. And that's how the business grows, not only organically, but you actually rank better in search. You get less negative product reviews and so on. So the point here I'm trying to make is, if you can improve your product in any way or go for a higher quality option, I definitely suggest you do. Don't nickel and dime at this point when you're investing in products, because you really want high quality stuff. And while we're on the topic of product design, just a quick little tip that I've used and that's kind of affected my company. So this is my fishing line, right? You can see I have a little USA company logo, right? So what it does, it says USA company. It doesn't say made in the USA, it says USA company. But on the actual spool, you have to put that it's made in China, right? Those are just the laws of importing. Something that I've learned, I've gotten a lot of hate from that, and it sucks, but it just is what it is. It's a learning mistake. Like on this knife, I'm not going to put USA Company because I found that a lot of people who buy my fishing line are very patriotic. So when they see something that says USA Company, they might get confused with Made in America. And when they see Made in China, they get kind of angry. And most of my reviews is not because of the quality of the line, because I chose the higher quality line. It's because of that little feature right there. So just a quick little tip. If your product is not made in America, don't slap a bunch of American flags on it because people are going to get mad. But again, moral of the story is improve your products, look at your competitors' weaknesses, right? Go read the reviews on their website and on Amazon and see what they're lacking. And when you're reaching out to suppliers, see what you can do to actually improve the product or make the product a little bit different in a better way, right? Improve the grip handle, make a cooler design, use higher quality materials in the actual product. Find some way to differentiate yourself from the competition. And I promise you, this will make your business go a long, long way. And it's going to make your brand a whole lot different than your competition. And again, you're going to be able to scale it much, much better. So quick little tip. I'll see you in the next section. All right, so in this section, we're going to talk all about 3PLs. What is a 3PL? What do they do? Where to find one? And how you can get your products in a 3PL. And what that means is basically they are a team of people or a company that have a warehouse where you could actually send your goods and they will store it for you. Once you get an order, they will pick it, they will pack it, they will ship it directly to your customer. Now, most of these 3PLs or all of these 3PLs are here in the United States, right? If you're in the United States and you're selling in the United States, you want shipping from the United States 2, 3, 4, 5 business days, right? That is the ideal shipping time that you want to get your products faster and on time to your customers. And that is where 3PLs come in. You should basically think of a 3PL company like an extension of your team or your business, right? So for example, my 3PL company that I use is actually located right here in Miami where I am. And there's 4 people in the company that I have their email, their phone number, and their direct contact on a day-to-day basis if I need a custom order shipped or if I have a wholesale order and I say, hey, I need this customized. So you should view your 3PL basically as an extension of your business or your team because that's what they are, right? That's what you're paying them for, is to pick, pack, store, and ship your goods to your customer. Now, a little pro tip, if you live in a bigger city like I do, right? I live in Miami, try to find a 3PL in your city. Now, there's 3PLs all over the country, but the reason I suggest finding a 3PL in your city is because you can actually go visit your warehouse. You can go see your inventory. If you have returns, you could take it to the warehouse, right? It essentially feels like an extension of your business without actually having to rent a big warehouse yourself. So again, I live here on Miami Beach in Florida. My warehouse is in Miami Gardens, which is like 25, 30 minutes a day. It feels good to go visit the warehouse, see all my inventory, see how the team processes orders. It's good to have your eye on things. So if you can, try to find 3PLs in your backyard that is driving distance so you could actually visit, you can see the inventory, you can meet the team that's handling your inventory, and it feels good to be able to see all of your products on shelves. Now, this isn't a huge factor. I'm just saying this for personal preference. It does feel good to be able to go to your warehouse and see your goods. If you can't find one in your local city, don't worry about it. Just find one that works best for you. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, it might make sense for you to actually open and rent your own warehouse depending on where you live rather than using a 3PL. So for example, I live in Miami. Real estate in the past couple of years here in Miami has absolutely exploded. For my business and my sake and where I'm located, it makes absolutely no sense right now for me to go rent out a 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 square foot warehouse here in Miami because my overhead to rent that out, hire employees to pick and pack the orders is going to be much greater than just using a 3PL. Now that conversation changes if you live in an area like in the suburban areas of Texas, or you live in Wisconsin, you live in the Midwest, or somewhere where real estate isn't that expensive, where you can rent a warehouse for $1,000, $2,000 a month. There it makes sense. You could actually hire workers for $10, $12, $13 an hour to fulfill your orders, and on a monthly basis, it comes out to a couple $1,000. So if you're doing enough volume where you actually can open up a warehouse and it makes sense because of the market you live in, again, typically in the northern states, Midwest, where real estate isn't expensive. If you live in somewhere like New York City, or you live in Miami, or you live in Los Angeles, typically it's not going to make sense to open up your own warehouse. Just go with a 3PL. But if it makes sense, you can rent the warehouse cheaply, store your goods, and hire some employees. That's a bonus. Now you might be asking, Ryan, where can I find these 3PLs? And it's very simple. It's very simple. You can do a Google search of 3PLs in your area. Go to Google, type in 3PL companies near me, Or you could look at some of the big name brands. We're going to hop into the computer. I'll show you the one that I use here in Miami. They're actually very affordable and they have pretty good pricing. I've negotiated some pricing with them. And then I'll show you one example of a bigger company, more generic company that you could use. So ShipJoy is the 3PL that I use. They're located in South Florida, again, here in Miami. And again, look, you receive, they sort it, they shelve it. You get an order from your store, they pick and pack it. They print the label and ship, and your customer gets it. So that's basically what the 3PL does. And again, they're all just very generic websites where you typically have to request a quote on how much you're doing per month in volume, because that's how they charge you. I'm going to show you the pricing sheet. They basically charge you on sales volume. The more orders you get per month, typically the lower per order they're going to charge you. So I'll just quickly go into this other 3PL. So ShipBob is one of the bigger companies that I came across earlier. I think I did a demo with them. They were a little bit more expensive, but I know they're professional. And guys, again, there's 3PLs all over the country. So I'm sure you can find one that'll work best for you. So ShipBob is another option. You could use ShipJoy. I'm sure if you call them, they'll be more than happy to work with you, and they're pretty good. And then just coming over to this price sheet. So this is the ShipJoy price sheet. I don't know if this is still up to date because this was given to me about 2 years ago. But basically, if you're doing 0 to 500 monthly orders, they'll charge you $2.50 per order to pick it. And let's say your order has 2 items in it, they'll charge you an additional 50 cents per each item. So let's say you get an order, it has 3 items in it, right? They'll charge you $2.50 to pick it, and then 50 cents each for that additional order. So that'll cost you $3 total for them just to pick it, just for the labor. And then of course you have to pay for the shipping cost to the customer. If you do 501 to 1,000, it goes to $2.25. 1,000 to 2,500, it goes down to $2. 2,500 to 5,000 goes down to $1.80, and then 35 cents per additional unit, and then 5,000 to 10,000, $1.50. So these are the rates just on the pick and pack fee, right? Typically, it depends on which 3PL you work with. Some may actually charge you an additional charge for the shipping cost. At least I don't think they're doing that to me, because the shipping rates with USPS, right, the Postal Service, or UPS or FedEx, they're pretty low rates, right? They get bulk discount rates because they're a bulk company. So typically they'll just pass it on directly to you. They may surcharge it a little bit, whatever, it's okay. They got to make money, but typically they have to make money on the picking and packing. Then there are some other loading and unloading. You don't really have to worry about this. Typically, depending on the size of your orders, you won't have to do this. I have never gotten any of these charges. Now, something else to take into consideration is monthly storage. So basically they charge you by bins. So what they call bins, they're basically boxes to hold your items on the shelves. So when I go to my warehouse, I have 200 SKUs. Each SKU requires its own bin. Some are bigger than the others. So I go to my section of the warehouse and we have 2 huge racks, and there's bins in each section, right? So it'll tell you $1 per month, $3 per month, $2 per month. So it just depends on how big your items are. The bigger the items, obviously the more it's going to cost you to store them. Now, given my product is small, right? It's fishing line. I have 200 SKUs. I think right now we're paying somewhere about $320 for storage. So essentially it's like rent, but it's well worth it. Again, warehousing in Miami, like I couldn't get a warehouse for less than $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, especially in today's market. Lastly, they charge you for the packing material, right? Whether they got to put it in a poly bag, bubble mailers, white poly bags, or boxes, they will charge you per package usually. Right now, I'm paying a flat rate of 50 cents per box. I think that's a little expensive because it actually used to be 25 cents. And with everything going on, they recently raised prices. But overall, I think ShipJoy has some very comparable prices and very competitive prices compared to some other 3PLs on the market. So if you want their information, I can get you a direct contact. You guys can just let me know, email me, hit me up, call me, and I'll get you a contact there for sure. The last thing I want to go over with you when talking about 3PLs is negotiating with your 3PLs. So when I first started with ShipJoy, I went with their ordinary cost, right? I didn't negotiate up front. I just got my stuff in their warehouse. And what happened over time, they saw we had tremendous sales volume. And when I ended up quitting my job, I basically gave the guy who runs the company an ultimatum. I'm like, hey man, I just quit my job. I'm doing this full time. We need to negotiate on pricing to make this work. Either we negotiate price and you lower price, or I'm actually going to go out, hire a team, get a warehouse, and fulfill the orders myself. So you could always try negotiating up front. I always suggest negotiating up front with anything you buy or any service you get, but it helps when you've established the relationships. So basically what we ended up doing, instead of doing the tiers like 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 250 and getting those different prices, he just told me, hey, we'll do $1.50 flat rate plus 30 cents for any additional item. So basically I'm getting the tier of 5,000 to 10,000 orders on all my orders. If I ship out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, I negotiated that price and it saves me anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000 per month. So always try to negotiate that rate with your 3PL. And now here I want to just quickly show you a receipt and the breakdown of the monthly cost. So you can see this was for the month of August 2021. Just shipping costs alone with USPS was $13,182. Now again, I don't know if they're upcharging me. I hope they're not, but typically it costs anywhere, depending on how much your item weighs, it'll cost $3 to $5 to ship it to your customer. You can see handling charge per order, right? That's their pick and pack fee. So I paid them $5,000 all in. The supplies, the box fee was $1,500. And then that storage amount was $318. And you can see the total bill was $20,000 for the month of August. Now, I think in the month of August, my business did about $190,000, $200,000 of revenue. So shipping was just about a 10% expense in the business. Again, I know this may seem like a pretty big bill. The more revenue you do, the more expenses you're going to have. It just comes with it. So again, so would it be worth it for me to actually get my own warehouse and my own shipping team? I don't know, right? 5,000 plus 1,500 is 6,500. So basically I'm paying them about $7,000. I think in Miami, for me to get an operation like this just doesn't make sense. Maybe in the future as we continue to grow, I am contemplating it, but right now a 3PL is good. So this section was all about 3PLs. I hope it answered all your questions. If you do have any more questions, let me know. I'll be happy to help, but it's a pretty simple and straightforward topic. So I will see you guys on the next section.
If you're watching this, you actually made it to the end of the course. So I just want to say congratulations on taking action and changing your life. All I ask in return for providing some of this value, if you found it valuable, is just to like and subscribe and share this to someone who you think needs it. The reason I gave this away for free is to provide value to the world and help young entrepreneurs like myself make some money and change their life. So just like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and I appreciate your support. Congratulations on finishing the course.